And welcome as we get Leake Academy basketball coming to you this afternoon. Welcome everybody whose Christmas music is getting interrupted for a little while on Cruisin' 98.3 FM, the Cruisin' 98 mobile app, and streaming live at cruisin98news.com. We've got action from the Joe F. Shepard Gym on the campus of Leake Academy this afternoon. We've got the Leake Academy varsity girls and varsity boys taking on one of the big schools, Jackson Prep. We're glad you're with us this afternoon for our first debut broadcast of Leake Academy basketball from Boswell Media Sports. You can get a video link to this afternoon's ball games at kicks96news.com or cruisin98news.com. It'll appear there along with the news stories. There's a link as we've got video up live and running. I've got John Alden Crosby alongside me running the action camera, and Billy Steen in the Boswell Media Studios making sure you hear everything loud and clear. Welcome. I'm Philip Palmertree, and I've been with you for 5 previous seasons of postseason basketball, Leake Academy style, but this is my first regular season game, at least that I remember, that I've done. But it's an honor to be back after an exciting football season and to get basketball going. We've got 2 games on the schedule before we get to Christmas. This one today, and then we're going to broadcast a road game on an audio-only broadcast next Friday night, district game down in Pelahatchie as the Rebels travel to take on East Rankin. Then we'll take some time off for Christmas, and our next video broadcast will be back live in the Joe F. Shepard Gym on Saturday, January 7th. So we'll keep you up to date on that on kicks96news.com. And we've got about 9 or 10 regular season broadcasts on the schedule. And then, of course, when we get to February and district tournament and all that gets going, postseason going, we'll bring you every single game as we continue our coverage of Leake Academy girls and boys basketball. Well, with this being the first broadcast of the year, kind of tell you where we are in the season if you haven't been paying attention and haven't following. Of course, we've got the girls game coming up here, and boy, should we have a good one, as we're going to see 2 of the premier girls basketball teams in Mississippi on the hardwood this afternoon. Leake comes in 14-1 off last year's state championship and overall championship season, one to remember. 2-0 in district play and 14-1 overall. That only loss coming against Pillow back on December 2nd in a 70-65 overtime loss. A couple of close games in those 15, but mostly those games have been double-digit wins for Coach Amanda Hatch's ball club. And a victory last night here on the floor against Lamar. So back-to-back games, quick turnaround, not much time to rest up, put your feet up, got to get ready for an outstanding opponent. Let's talk for just a second about that outstanding opponent before we get you to a break. Jackson Prep, under 8th-year head coach Mike McAnally, has really come into their own now. They were an outstanding ball club last year. Many of you remember the overall tournament quarterfinal game that was played here, and Leake Academy avenged a regular season loss against the Lady Patriots and got the quarterfinal win when it really counted and advanced in the overall tournament. But right now, Prep stands 15-0 on the season. They're coming off a 55-24 win at Clinton Christian just 2 nights ago. But they have been they've been playing a style of basketball different from the style that the Lady Rebels play. Prep, their games, when they win, they're winning. They like a game in the 40s, and they want to shut down the opponent at the defensive end, play some half court, and really grind it down. Lady Rebels want to move it up and down the court, play with the accelerator down to the floor, and play fast, play smart, get things going with turnovers and transition baskets. So we're going to see an outstanding contrast in styles. Another thing to look for in tonight's game is a matchup of 2 of the premier shooting guards in not only MAIS, but really in Mississippi high school basketball. Miriam Prince, of course, the junior, you know her well, And Miriam's off to another great season. And then on the other side, senior Andy Flatguard for Jackson Prep, 5'8" senior. She's committed to the University of Alabama at Huntsville. And she's had an outstanding season. Last year she averaged 15 points, 4 rebounds a game, but she's a 5'8" shooting guard. Is just a great all-around player. Both ends of the court, can do a lot. Good passer, good defender. As good a player as Jackson Prep has had probably in the last 20 or 30 years. And then she's got some experienced teammates, and they've got no lack of size down in the low post as well. So Prep, with 7 seniors on this roster, has a lot of experience, and that's something that is you maybe can't say so much about Leake, at least in terms of senior experience. Most of the starting lineup are underclassmen for Coach Amanda Hatch. But as we know, it's not always about experience. It's about execution. It's about talent. It's about coaching. And we expect an exciting game. Of course, we got boys game after this one. Rebels taking on the Patriots. We've had 2 junior high games in the books already. Girls game first, and the Lady Rebels junior high team had no trouble with Prep, winning 52-29. And we finished an up-and-down game with the boys, and the Rebels fall 59-48 to Jackson Prep. Game that Prep led pretty much from the front end to the back end, but the Rebels made 2 serious runs, got it within 4 points a couple of times, one right before halftime and another good run in the second half, but couldn't quite grab the lead. And Prep, who has a great deal of size in their boys junior high squad, comes out with the victory. Teams have finished their warm-ups, and that gets us to a break now. When we come back, we're going to give you the Baptist Medical League starting lineups. But first, we'll step aside. We'll be right back in 2 minutes on Boswell Media Sports.
Achoo! Achoo!
Bless you, Mama.
Thank you.
Mama, you know that yummy medicine Moore's Pharmacy made for me? I bet they can make you some too.
Well, let me just give them a call.
Moore's Pharmacy is your specialty pharmacy for compounding and compliance packaging. This makes it easier if you take several prescriptions. And be sure to download their RX Local app. This will make your wait time even shorter, if you can believe that. Moore's Pharmacy, your only local independent pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his professional team at Carthage Veterinary Clinic appreciate their patients. They treat all animals, large and small, and handle them with top care. Not only do they provide for your sick animals, they groom and board as well. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7:30 till noon. Like them on Facebook. Carthage Veterinary Clinic, Highway 16, Carthage.
Get top dollar for your timber and the least possible damage to your property with Welch Forest Products in Union. Professionals in forestry care, management, and cutting. Welch Forest Products provide final harvesting, pine plantation thinning, and site preparation and care. They buy land with or without timber. Welch Forest Products. Call Bo Welch at 601-774-8200. Welch Forest Products in Union.
Timber! Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. Our hot, buttery breakfast biscuits are loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. And right now at Wendy's, they're only $1 each.
Wendy's breakfast biscuits, just $1.
So don't take a chance with those other guys. Bet your buck on a better breakfast with Wendy's bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo. Excludes honey butter chicken biscuit.
Boswell Media Sports.
Leake Academy girls basketball about to get started here. The Baptist Medical League starting lineups, and we're going to have to call them as we see them. Didn't get a preliminary look at the starters for these two ball clubs. But for Prep, they're going to be in red, white numbers trimmed in blue, and Prep across the front. And so we'll 10, Josie Duncan, a 5'4" senior in the starting lineup. Olivia Smith, a 5'7" senior at guard. And then the aforementioned Andy Flatguard at 5'8", a senior, their leader on their ball club. Then Julia Stradinger, 5'7" senior at forward. And Madeline Black rounds out the starting lineup. 5 seniors in that starting lineup. Black, a 5'9" senior. So Duncan at 5'4", Smith at 5'7", Flatguard at 5'8", Stradinger at 5'7", and Madeline Black at 5'9". Leake Academy at home gray. And cheerleaders out there joining the basketball team for the starting lineups. We'll confirm everything here as they get called to the floor. We got a huge crowd in the gym, almost full. And in the low post, B44, Katie Jones, sophomore on the front line. And then Morgan Freeney, the junior. 12, Emery Warren, the junior. Swing player will be at guard. 15, Alan K. Wilcox, the junior. And Miriam Prince. So it'll be Prince, Freeney, Warren, Wilcox, and Jones for Leake in gray. 3-point shots here in this 2021-22 season are presented by your friends at Prince Oil. Prince Oil brings you all those great locations of the junction. So traveling all around Mississippi, you see that train there at that convenience store, gas up and put some junction in your next function. First quarter of this afternoon's ball game is presented by Performance Therapy. 8 minutes on the clock. Leake out there in gray. Prince, Freeney, Warren, Wilcox, and Jones. Prep breaks the huddle. Duncan, Smith, Flatguard, Stradinger, and Black. Boy, it's good to be back with broadcast of high school basketball. Jackson Prep undefeated 15-0. Leake once beaten at 14-1. Madeline Black's going to step into the jump circle for the Patriots. Katie Jones will stay on the opposite side. And hope you can join us on the video stream at the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. If you can't, you know where to find us on Cruising 98.3. Ball in the air, tip controlled by Emery Warren, and the Rebels will put it into play, going left to right. Pass on the left wing, fake the inside. They bring it back out high to Freeney. Now shot from the left wing, missed by Warren. Rebound fought for as 3 players go to the floor, and it goes over the end line. Going to belong to Jackson Prep. So 1 shot and out for the Rebels on their first possession. Patriots bring it up against man-to-man pressure, dribbling with it out high is Duncan. She goes left side, leaves it for Stradinger. Stradinger's cut off at the free throw line by Warren. Dishes to Flatguard, who sends it out to Duncan. Free throw line out for an open 3 left side, missed. Off the mark by Smith, rebound Leake. Wilcox with a rebound, puts it in the hands of Prince. She's got Flatguard out on her, uses a screen from Warren, gets a little space. Now dribbles right, hands it to Freeney, who'll come around a screen from Jones. Into the corner, fake on the 3, dribble out high to Prince. No score, we're barely a minute in the ball game. Prince dribbling out high against Flatguard, comes to the free throw line, between the legs, dribble down the lane, flings it up, wanted the foul call, saved inbounds. Freeney for 3 from the corner, no good, but run down on the outside by Prince. And her shot from the right side behind the arc goes down. That's a Prince Oil 3 and the first points of the ball game. 3-0 Rebels. 6:46 to go first quarter. Flatguard on the right-hand dribble, angles right, goes over to Duncan. Patriots moving the ball. They find a nice cutter down the right side, but shot missed by Stradinger. Rebound claimed by Warren. She'll put it on the dribble left side. Now come up deep wide left. Send it out high to Wilcox. Looks inside. Nothing there. Goes back to Warren. She's going to drive. Shot blocked. Taken out of there by Smith. But scramble for the ball on the floor. Rebels steal it back. Contested three. Missed by Prince. But Warren on the rebound. Can't get it to go from 4 feet away. And Smith clears the rebound. Here comes Prep. Up the left side. Now dribbling. Middle of the floor. Smith. Baseline. Shot. Black leaves it short. Long rebound picked up by Katie Jones. 3-0 under 6 minutes to go first quarter. And a drive up the left side. Good job, Emery Warren, creating a little bit of space and getting it in. Timeout, 5:50 to play first quarter. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Leake Academy basketball from Boswell Media Sports.
You bought lumber and you're ready to start digging post holes for that new fence, but not so fast. Do you know where your underground utilities are located? Central Electric Power Association urges you to call 811 for a free marking of underground electric lines and other utilities. Making the call before you dig can prevent a serious or fatal injury, plus it's the law in Mississippi. And please work safely around power lines. Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Boswell Media Sports.
5-0 Rebels as Prep brings the ball full length of the floor. Flat guard between the rings, guarded by Prince. Bounce pass right side to Smith. Work it around to flat guard on the left wing. Prince picks her up. Get a screened top of the key three. Bounces out from Duncan. Rebound. Smith can't control it. Flat guard out of there with it. She turns. Spinner in the lane. No good, but rebound comes off to Freeney. And the Rebels have it, leading 5-0. 5:22 to go in the first quarter. Performance Therapy presenting the first quarter of this afternoon's game. Marion Prince dribbling back and forth between the circles. Doesn't use the Katie Jones screen. They kick it out. Wide open three, right side. Down it goes for Morgan Freeney. 8-0 Rebels. That's a Prince Oil three. Flat guard. Angles left. Switch, screen. Warren now out on her. Now the trap out high. She passes out of it nicely over to the right side to Duncan, who dribbles in the lane, up with the left hand, and there's a foul. Not much contact there, but Freeney will pick up the personal. First personal of the game. 4:44 to go first quarter. Leake Academy 8, Jackson Prep nothing. At the free throw line, Josie Duncan gets the first free throw. Sends it up, sends it down. 8-2, 4:44 on the clock as Prince will bring it up the middle of the floor across the LA logo. Two high screeners out. She dribbles between the legs, goes over to Warren, whose three is short off the front of the rim. Rebound battle for in the lane, taken by Stradinger. Up ahead to flat guard left side, driving on Prince, and she puts it in. And Prince had her defended so well, but flat guard scores it anyway, 8-4. Prince left-hand dribble. She goes behind the arc, three, rims out, and the ball skids out of bounds off the leg of Andy Flatguard of Jackson Prep. It'll belong to Leake with 4:08 to go, 8-4 Rebels. Freeney inbounds it on the left wing. They go down in the post. Jones cut off by a double team, sends it out to Wilcox. She'll hand it to Prince, and Prince will dribble it out high as we go under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dribbling right side, defensive, hedging the screen there, and now between the legs, Prince, double team, flings it up and in, gets it off the glass, good. Way to stay in control in a tight situation. 5 for Miriam Prince, and it's 10-4. Now Flatguard trying to answer the other side, drives down the right-hand lane, got the corner on Prince and puts it in for 2. 10-6. Dribble for Prince as Leake runs their half-court offense. Wilcox dribbles Out high, uses a screen from Prince. Come in, and she walks with a basketball. As harassing defense there by Stradinger. Trying to grab that ball, forced the travel. Prep brings it in on the turnover. Flat guard looks into Coach Mike McAnally as she now angles toward the middle of the floor where she's picked up by Prince. Hands it to Smith. Smith moving left to right and then coming up a little too hot, a little too hard as Prince, and commits a reach in. Second team foul. 3:04 to go. Rebels 11, Patriots 6. Olivia Smith will inbound at far court, side court. Checking in the game is Margie Fry for Prep. She'll handle the ball, give it back to flat guard, who will left-hand dribble, call a new set, and put it into motion. And boy, there's a collision with Wilcox and Fry underneath, right at the right elbow. And Wilcox will get charged with a foul. She was trying to fight through the screen and just plowed over her. Third team foul. Flat guard triggers it in for a three from Duncan. Left side, just rolls around the rim, comes off. Flat guard able to chase down the rebound or put it back from 6 feet away. No good. Saved by Fry into Prep. Olivia Smith reverses left to right. Now to flat guard. Penetrating, probing. Picked up by Smith. She gets in the corner. Goes outside to Fry. Flat guard behind the arc. Uses a screen, but Freeney hedges the screen. Stays out on her. Gives it back to Smith. They loop it down to Fry. Her pass in the lane. Skids off somebody's knee. Picked up by Warren. Here come the Leake Rebels leading by 4 with 2:13 to go in the quarter. On the dribble is Miriam Prince, guarded by Fry. She'll go left hand. Free throw line. Stops. Keeps her dribble. Kicks it to Warren. Warren on the baseline. Gives it back to Wilcox, and they'll try a long three. Missed by Prince, a little bit short. Rebound flat guard. Prep into the offensive end. Pass down to Duncan was too deep off the hands of flat guard, and that turnover will give it to the Rebels. With 1:49 to play in the quarter, and the Rebels lead by 4. Sub coming in the game, Tyler Reeves, a 5'7" junior, comes in for Olivia Smith. And Grace Maxey into the ball game. Will replace, see who she's replacing. She's replacing Prince. Wilcox. Inbound pass comes to Prince. Picked up by Margie Fry. About 90 seconds to go, first quarter. Rebels up 10-6. Dribbling out, harassed. Gets it to Warren, who's open for three, left side, and down that one goes. Emery Warren, third Rebel with a Prince Oil three. It's 13-6. In the game now, Kennedy Sanders handles it out to Fry. Now Duncan with an open look from three, no good. Rebound Jones, and they'll get Sanders for coming over the back. First foul on Prep, committed by Kennedy Sanders, team's first. Rebels have 3 team fouls, and they'll inbound it, leading by 7. Prince into the front court across the stripe. Leaves Fry behind. Now gets top of the key, gets free, uses a screen from Jones. Goes into the lane, will put up a runner. That rebound comes off high. Kennedy Sanders cleaning the glass for Prep. Flat guard, behind the back dribble. Now nowhere to go. On the left elbow finds Tyler Reeves with the basketball picked up by Maxey. Back into the hands of flat guard. As we go under 37 seconds to go in the quarter. Duncan on the left wing, Freeney out on her. Patriots work it around the perimeter. Sanders, Fry, still staying behind the arc. Duncan driving on Warren, tries to go up in the midst of the trees, can't get the shot to go, and Warren with a rebound. She'll dish it over to Prince. Prince working right side, kicks to Freeney in the corner. She'll drive out high to Jones. Looking for somebody underneath. Nobody there. Now she'll dribble once, use it up, come out to Freeney, who'll fling it up at the buzzer, and it's no good. 1 quarter in the books. Rebels 13, Jackson Prep 6. Back with more girls basketball after this on Boswell Media Sports.
Achoo! Achoo!
Bless you, Mama.
Thank you.
Mama, you know that yummy medicine Moore's Pharmacy made for me? I bet they can make you some too.
Well, let me just give them a call.
Morse Pharmacy is your specialty pharmacy for compounding and compliance packaging. This makes it easier if you take several prescriptions. And be sure to download their RX Local app. This will make your wait time even shorter, if you can believe that. Morse Pharmacy, your only local independent pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, t-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Girls basketball on Saturday afternoon at the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. First quarter was presented by Performance Therapy, and in that first quarter, the Rebels outscored undefeated Jackson Prep 13-6. Freeney, Prince, Jones, Maxey, and Warren on the floor to start the second quarter for LA. Flat guard Smith, Annie Jika, Margie Fry, and 33 Black back in the ball game for Prep as they work it around the perimeter. Pass poked away in the lane by Freeney, but kept by Prep. Long three from flat guard off the heel of the rim. Jones takes the rebound away from Olivia Smith. Good defensive turn there for LA. Leading by 7. Prince will dribble it in. It's Freeney coming off the baseline, left corner. Passes to Warren, whose three goes down. Emery Warren has 8 points, and it's a 10-point lead for the Rebels. 16-6. Rebels have been playing outstanding on-ball defense so far in the game. Flat guard, fronted by Prince. Warren out there, also helping. She goes left side, probing, nowhere to go, outside the line. The crowd likes it. They go Smith into Black. She'll pass out, nearly knocked away by Miriam Prince, but claimed by Smith near the timeline. Right side to Fry. She'll dribble, left elbow, get the pass back from Black, and her three from free from the left wing. No, it's a 2. 2 from Smith is good. 16-8. Prince, left side, Maxey looking in, loops it down to Smith, and there'll be a reach-in foul on Madeline Black. She came around from the backside trying to knock it away. Her first personal, team's second. Lady Rebels will play it in line from the in line left of the basket. Prince looking, gets it to Warren, left elbow out to Maxey, 3, off the front of the rim, tipped out of bounds. Should stay with the Rebels. As Freeney and Fry were both going after it, but last touch by Jackson Prep's Margie Fry. Left corner, inbound to Jones, out to Freeney. And work it around the perimeter, right wing to Prince, whose 3 goes down, nothing but net for Miriam. 8 for her, and it's 19-8, 6:09 to play in the half. Flat guard will come on the dribble, angle left side, and pass out of the trap, nearly taken away by Warren. And the Prep really having trouble in the half-court offense, handling the ball against this D. 12-foot jumper missed by Black, rebound Maxey. Rebels will let the traffic pass and come and try to get another quality shot between the legs dribble. Step back 3, missed off the right side. Black cleans the glass for Prep. Andy flat guard comes up left-hand dribble. Uses a screen. Comes right side, now back left, down the lane, cut off, fall away jumper off the left side, no good. Maxey with a rebound along the baseline, gets it to Prince. Another good stop for the Rebel defense. Maxey will handle it with a right hand, guarded by Jika. Right corner three, a little short from Prince, but rebound on the offside by Morgan Freeney. And with the offensive board, the Rebels will keep it. Driving, going up and in amidst the traffic and the high trees is Morgan Freeney for her 5th point. Timeout on the floor. 21-8 the score with 4:56 to go in the quarter. Back in 30 here on Boswell Media Sports.
Time to take your shot. With the increase in COVID-19 cases due to the Delta variant, it is now more important than ever to get vaccinated. The faster we do, the sooner we can end the pandemic and return to a more normal way of life. To schedule your vaccination appointment, call Baptist Primary Care Clinic 601-267-1470 and select option 5 to make your appointment today. Baptist Leake, making your health care our #1 priority.
Back at the Joe F. Shepherd Gymnasium, 21-8. The Rebels on a run. They've been getting it done at the defensive end. Making Prep's shots very, very tough. As they've only made 3 from the field, have the Patriots. Flat guard up on the dribble. Right side Duncan. Now they get a nice open look. Rebels went to sleep a little bit defensively there, and Stradinger gets an easy 2 from 6 feet away. 21-10, Prince between the circles, guarded by Stradinger now. They go right corner. Wilcox back on the floor. She fakes the 3, dribbles in, loses it, but Jones there to pick it up. She gets bumped by flat guard. Ball goes out of bounds. No foul called, but it will stay with Leake. Prince will trigger it in. Baseline right to Maxey, and then there's a call. I think it's going to go against Wilcox for a moving screen. Wilcox's 2nd personal, team's 4th. 4:24 to play, Rebels by 11. Playing on the 2nd consecutive night. Victorious last night over Lamar in a district game. Out high, Duncan. Over to Smith on the left wing. Now to flat guard for a super deep 3 that goes down and comes out. Rebound, Katie Jones for LA. Rebels will run offensive set, not try to press too much tempo here, but Wilcox fakes, now dribbles out to the top of the key, hands to Maxey. Long 3 from Warren, too long. And great job by Wilcox keeping it alive, but it's run down by Duncan for Prep. 3:43, clock ticking. Leake 21, Jackson Prep 10, flat guard, top of the key, working on Prince behind the back dribble, into the paint. Nearly dragged her foot, walking. It's it down to Smith. And she drives, I think she stepped on the end line out of bounds. Stay with, or it'll be Leake basketball. And Leake will play it in, leading 21-10, 3:32 to go before halftime. Prep will put some full court pressure on Leake here. Pass to Maxey, slapped away over to the scorer's table by Smith. Prince will play it in next to the bench in the scorer's table. About 40% of the way up the floor, gets it into Jones, and LA will get it across with no trouble. Under 3.5 to play, 2nd quarter. Rebels up 11. Prince off a Jones screen. Comes right side, open look from Maxey off the front of the rim. Wilcox can't keep it, can't tip it to a teammate. Duncan grabs it, now to flat guard. They find Smith, fakes a 3, steps inside, finds Kennedy Sanders in the lane. She gets fouled, makes the basket. She'll get to shoot a free throw for the N1. I think you're going to get Wilcox for that foul. If so, that's her 3rd. We'll wait for the confirmation. Yeah, 3 now on Alan K. Wilcox. Gives Sanders the 2 and a chance for the N1, and she makes it. Prep 3 for 3 at the free throw line, 21-12. 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Katie Jones check in for, or Emery Warren in for Wilcox. Into Jones, hands it back to Miriam Prince. She'll keep it moving on the dribble, angles right. Lowers her head now, nearly loses her dribble, puts her back to flat guard, now backs it out. Free throw line, stop, step back two, missed, no good. Sanders goes high for the rebound for Prep. To flat guard, into the front court. She'll direct things. Move the ball to Duncan on the left wing. Picked up by Freeney. She'll dribble in, curl into the lane, try to lay it in off the glass. They'll get Freeney with a foul. That's 2 on her. So Prep will step to the free throw line again. Duncan's already 2 for 2, and she'll get a pair of free throws right here. Clock stop, 2:29 to go before halftime. Duncan eases it over the front of the rim for her 3rd point. 21-14. Now 21-15. Rebel lead, trimmed down from 11 to 6. Here come the Rebels in the offensive end. Emery Warren on the right wing, guarded by Smith. Bounces to Maxey out high. Left side, Prince. Flat guard out on her, decides to dribble left side. Gets into the lane. Puts up a runner that's no good, but a foul called. Going to be a 2-shot foul for Prince. 3rd team foul on Jackson Prep. It's put on her first. Here's Prince straight down with the first free throw. First free throw attempt for the Rebels. Makes it a 7-point ball game. Could be 8, and it is. Perfect trip to the line for Miriam Prince, who's got 10. 23-15. Prep star, flat guard. Looking for Smith. Great defensive work, denying the ball there by Maxey. Have to come out deep wide right to Duncan. Now they try to run it again. Get it to Smith, left wing. Sanders out high. They find her cutting the basket. And Maxey just a little slow to recognize it and get back around on it. Easy 2 for Kennedy Sanders. 1:44 to go. Timeout on the floor. 23-17 the score. Back after this on Boswell Media Sports.
Cox Agency has the best lines of coverage for your home, business, and auto, also leading the way in protecting the very essence of who you are. This time of year, identity theft is on the rise. More than 8 million households will be hit in some way this season. South Group Cox Agency prevents hackers from destroying your life with credit monitoring and data protection, even expense reimbursement to cover costs incurred while reclaiming your identity. Get peace of mind now with South Group Cox Agency, Main Street, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
A minute and 44 seconds to play before halftime. Leake Academy 23, Jackson Prep 17 in girls basketball action. 14-1 Leake and 15-0 Jackson Prep. Prep, of course, plays in 6A, the biggest classification. Put some pressure at midcourt, but the Rebels break through, and there's a push. Going to get Stradinger with a push way out from the basket. Prep's 4th foul. LA has 6 in the half. 91 seconds to play before half. Inbound comes to Morgan Freeney, deep wide right. Hands it to Prince, who will steer the ship here. Left side to Jones, dribbles twice. And comes back to Prince off a screen. Right corner, Maxey. Into Jones in the blocks. She goes in, puts it up with the left hand. High, no good, but she got fouled. She'll shoot a pair. Kennedy Sanders commits personal foul number 2. Clock stops with a minute and 8 seconds. Katie Jones will try to get into the scoring column in this first half. Free throw is good. She makes it 24-17. Margie Fry checks in for Julia Stratinger. Wide stance at the free throw line. Katie Jones, 2 for 2 on the trip. 25-17. Rebels in front. Minute to play. Prep in the half court. Duncan, right wing, into the post. Double team. Sanders can't get it to go. Missed way off to the right. Rebound, Jones. Ball stolen in the back court by Flatguard. She'll dribble into the corner for a three that's off the heel of the rim. Tipped out. Last touch by Sanders of Prep, and Leake will have it. Crowd wanted a foul. 47 seconds to go, and the Rebels lead it by 8. Warren will put it in against full court pressure. And timeout called by Coach Amanda Hatch before the 5-second call was given. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll hold you right here with 47 seconds to go in the half. Leake Academy 25 and Jackson Prep 17 in front of a nearly completely full Joe F. Shepherd Gym. We'll be on the air with you on Friday night for Rebel basketball. Girls action, boys action against the East Rankin Patriots. Friday will start, I believe, around 5 o'clock, if memory serves me correctly. And you can follow that one on Cruisin' 98.3 FM, the Cruisin' 98 mobile app, and at the audio stream at cruisin98news.com. 47 seconds to go. Long pass into the front court for Maxey. Good job by Warren. She's got it now in front of the three-point line, looking for a teammate to get the ball to. Gets it to Prince, who comes out between the rings. Right side to Freeney, guarded by Duncan. Uses the Warren screen. Now he's going to dribble down. Right side of the lane, finds an open teammate, Katie Jones. Good look in the dish. The assist from Freeney to Katie Jones, and it's 27-17, 21 seconds to go. Prep likely to hold it for the last shot. Duncan, the left side, flat guard, 12 on the clock. She'll dribble out high. Picked up again by Prince. Sanders for a screen, 5 seconds. Ball nearly taken away by Warren. Fries, long two, no good. Rebound Jones. And that'll run out the half. The Rebels lead it by 10 at the half, 27-17. Rebels outscore Prep 14-11 in the second quarter. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we've got a guest we want you to meet at halftime. And, of course, we'll look at the scoring. That and a lot more coming your way in the Byers Furniture halftime show. Our score at the half, Leake Academy leads Jackson Prep 27-17. Back after this on Boswell Media Sports.
South Group Cox Agency has the best lines of coverage for your home, business, and auto, also leading the way in protecting the very essence of who you are. This time of year, identity theft is on the rise. More than 8 million households will be hit in some way this season. South Group Cox Agency prevents hackers from destroying your life with credit monitoring and data protection, even expense reimbursement to cover costs incurred while reclaiming your identity. Get peace of mind now with South Group Cox Agency, Main Street, Carthage.
State championship number 21.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel up with those who share your passion for community and Leake Academy Rebel basketball.
Nothing but net, Junction 3.
For over 60 years, Junction and Prince Oil has been fueling Central Mississippi and champions like the Leake Academy Rebels. Drive like a champion with locations in Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Newton, Scuba, Ridgeland, Louisville, and Union. Put some Junction in your next function with their catering too.
Nothing but net, Junction 3.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions.
You bought lumber and you're ready to start digging post holes for that new fence, but not so fast. Do you know where your underground utilities are located? Central Electric Power Association urges you to call 811 for a free marking of underground electric lines and other utilities. Making the call before you dig can prevent a serious or fatal injury, plus it's the law in Mississippi. And please work safely around power lines. Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. Our hot buttery breakfast biscuits are loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. And right now at Wendy's, they're only $1 each.
Wendy's breakfast biscuits, just $1.
So don't take a chance with those other guys. Bet your buck on a better breakfast with Wendy's bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo. Excludes honey butter chicken biscuit.
Byers Furniture in downtown Philadelphia can make your kitchen dreams come true in 2021. Smart refrigerators, dishwashers, ranges, and microwaves make cooking easier and more fun than ever. GE makes large washer tubs and high RPM spinouts, so doing laundry with a new GE pair is faster than ever. Whether it's your kitchen or laundry room, Byers Furniture and GE are your one-stop shop for all your appliance needs. Byers Furniture, 319 Bird Avenue in downtown Philadelphia, serving you since 1953.
Boswell Media Sports.
It's the Byers Furniture halftime show at the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. We've got an exciting basketball game here in our first broadcast of the 2021-22 season. Your Leake Academy Rebels leading undefeated Jackson Prep 27-17 at halftime. And remember, we've got the boys game coming up after this one. But this ball game has had a lot of hype and a lot of folks looking forward to it. It hasn't failed to disappoint. Rebels have really played well, particularly on the defensive end, holding Prep to 17. We'll talk more about that. I want to introduce you to our special halftime guest and old friend of mine from the Jackson area. Truth be told, we both went to the same high school, one of them playing in tonight's ball game. And John Noblin is our guest. John's the state executive director for a ministry that I think a lot of you may know about, but if you don't, you really ought to know about. It's called Lifeline Children's Services, and they operate all over the state, in fact, in a number of states as well. John, welcome to the halftime show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, John, tell us, give us an overview about what Lifeline Children's Services is all about.
Well, we're a gospel-based ministry, and our mission statement is that we exist to train the body of Christ, the church universal, to manifest the gospel to vulnerable children and families. And so that manifests itself in several ways, primarily as a state licensed adoption agency. And then kind of hand in hand with that is the pregnancy counseling side of our ministry, where we're able to care for and serve women who find themselves in unexpected pregnancies. And then we're very involved in international adoption. We've got folks in about 14 countries permanently on the ground there that facilitate adoption with those governments, and a number of other programs, primarily administered through churches, that serve families that foster and serve families who have found themselves with CPS in their homes, removing their children, and they need to get those children back. Serving those families, and it's a reunification program that is court approved and gospel based, which is an unusual combination these days. And so just sort of anything that touches both vulnerable children and families, whether it would be the adoptive family or maybe a family in crisis.
Great. What most of our listeners are scattered around Leake County, Neshoba County, Newton County, Scott County, and then a little bit out further from that. But folks in this part of the state, what are a lot of needs in the community maybe that we don't know about? Is it in that foster care kind of arena?
There is a need in foster care. There are about 3,500 children in Mississippi in foster care right now, and there's always a need for foster parents. Our side of that is more to serve churches that encourage fostering within their congregations more than the administrative side of the foster parent process. There is There is a need for, certainly for adoptive parents. If anybody out there is considering adoption, we would love to be the agency for you and talk to you about that. It's interesting. International adoption and domestic adoption really are inverse opposites. With international adoption, there are way more children than will ever be adopted. The children outnumber adopted families by many factors. On domestic adoption, there are way more families waiting than there are children. And we are hoping if the argument in front of the Supreme Court with the Dobbs case was successful and Mississippi can if the restrictive abortion law is upheld, we expect to have more opportunity to serve these women and encourage adoption through our pregnancy counseling ministry, which we hope will then in turn be able to serve some of the families that are waiting.
One final question to wrap this little quick interview up. If somebody listening, watching, wants to find out more about Lifeline Children's Services and what they do, or how they can get involved or donate here at the end of the year, where would they go?
The website is www.lifelinechild.org, and everything that you would need to know about Lifeline pretty much is there. Programs, locations of offices, how to give online, and just really any information about everything we do.
Great. John Noblin, thank you for joining us here on the Buyers Furniture Halftime Show, giving us a quick glimpse at an outstanding and important nonprofit ministry that there are kids all around us who are in great need. There are families who are in crisis for a lot of things. And thanks to you and your staff and the volunteers all throughout Mississippi who do everything they can to bring them some help.
I appreciate the opportunity. We love to try to get the word out about what we're doing.
Okay, John Noblin joining us here at halftime at the Joe F. Shepherd Gym, where Leake Academy leads 27-17 at the break. And we'll take one more break and come back with the start of the second half after this on Boswell Media Sports.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, Performance Therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance Therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
State championship number 21.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel up with those who share your passion for community and Leake Academy Rebel basketball.
Nothing but net, Junction 3.
For over 60 years, Junction and Prince Oil has been fueling Central Mississippi and champions like the Leake Academy Rebels. Drive like a champion with locations in Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Newton, Scuba, Ridgeland, Louisville, and Union. Put some Junction in your next function with their catering, too.
Nothing but net, Junction 3.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions.
Back to action. We start the second half with a 3. Nothing but net from Emery Warren. And Emery's got 3 Prince Oil threes, and it's now 30-17, largest lead for Leake as we get the third quarter going here in Madden. Madeline Black in the low post tries to put up one from the right side. Hook shot, no good. Third quarter presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. 30-17. We'll try in the midst of the action here early third quarter to run down the scoring column for each ball club. Katie Jones out 3 feet behind the arc. Now right side 3. Rolls in and good for Miriam Prince. She's got 3 Prince Oil threes, and it's 33-17, under 7 minutes to go in the third. Quality shots for Leake, and they are putting them in. There's a 3, top of the key, short from Olivia Smith. Prep can't control the rebound. Ball still ping-ponging around, and on her knees getting into his Alan K. Wilcox. Hands it to Prince. She'll right-hand dribble left side over to Freeney, out away from the basket. And work it around the horn, right side. Now out off a screen is Prince from 3. Flat guard on her. She Drive, steps back behind the arc. Right side gets it to Freeney. Right wing, nice pass right into the hands of Katie Jones, who scores it from point-blank range. And the Rebels come out hot, leading 35-17 out of the break. 10 at the half for Miriam Prince and 8 for Emery Warren to lead Leake. Morgan Freeney had 5 and Katie Jones had 4, and that's the scoring for the Rebels in the first half. Already scoring in bunches here, but a good answer on the other side. Long two right in front of the line for Olivia Smith. She's got 4, and it's a 16-point lead. Pressure in the backcourt, turned over. No, not turned over, nearly turned over. Last touch by Josie Duncan of the Patriots. Warren ready to send it in. 5:47 to go, third quarter. Into the front court to Miriam Prince. She's going to dribble left side, back it out. Olivia Smith on her now. She's going to come on the dribble out to the front. Left side, Freeney. Prince trying to post up on Smith. Yo-yo dribble from Freeney. She angles it left side to Wilcox. Has to back out. Now in the hands of Prince with her right foot on the LA logo. Now she'll come on the dribble. Still guarded by Smith. Into the low post. Warren, right blocks. Ball knocked away. Nearly saved by Alan K. Wilcox, but she can't reel it in. And the ball will go over to Prep. Margie Fry comes in for Madeline Black. 5:12 to play in this third quarter, presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. Philip Palmertree here at the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. Smith left open for 3. Good job closing out on her by Wilcox. Steps inside for 2. Can't get it to go. Rebound Warren. Uses up her dribble on the baseline. Out stolen by flat guard to Smith. She reverses left side. Duncan down to the low post to Fry. She backs it out to Stradinger. Free throw line jumper comes high off the heel of the rim. Rebound Warren, but she took a step with a basketball. She and Prince were right there elbow to elbow, and she was trying to get it to Prince, but they were so close she ended up kind of surprised by it, I think, and dragged the foot. 35-19, 4:43 to go. Ball's on the floor. Prep can't control it, and there's a held ball. Warren getting down there and grabbing it as Julia Stradinger struggling to keep possession of the ball. Will stay with Prep. Smith, left wing, guarded by Wilcox. Behind the back dribble, drives into the paint. Floater, good. Second basket of the quarter for Smith, and it's 35-23. Dribbling up ahead. 35-21. Wilcox left wing on the dribble, guarded by Stradinger. Stradinger forces her back out, now to Freeney. Down the left side between 2 defenders, steps through, gets fouled, and will get to the line. Fry committed the foul. Her first. 4 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock. Rebels 35 and undefeated Jackson Prep 21. Freeney rattles in the first one. That gives her 6 points today. Second free throw good. Rebels have made them all, so have the Patriots. Everybody's getting the freebies. 37-21, under 4 to play, third quarter. Duncan out with Freeney out on her behind the arc. They pass it around the perimeter. A cut pass knocked away by Katie Jones. Now over to Prince. She's going to come up hard, dribble right side. Now angles left. Flat guard squares her up. Moves it to Wilcox behind the arc. Drives, left a little short. Stradinger gets the rebound. She puts it on the dribble right side. She dribbles hard into the front court, but Warren will level her off. Keeping the dribble, going to Duncan. No open 3 there. She drives baseline, kicks left corner. Smith, open 3, goes in and out. Rebound. Anybody's ball down there. The timeout called by McAnally as a defender, I think that was Fry. She went to the floor. Going to be full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds with Rebels leading by 16. Back with more on Boswell Media Sports.
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and Dr. Steve Green at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic is a full-service animal hospital that specializes in both routine and emergency procedures such as medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic conveniently located at 900 Highway 35 South in Carthage.
Visit them online at centralmississippianimalclinic.com.
Byers Furniture in downtown Philadelphia can make your kitchen dreams come true in 2021. Smart refrigerators, dishwashers, ranges, and microwaves make cooking easier and more fun than ever. GE makes large washer tubs and high RPM spinouts, so doing laundry with a new GE pair is faster than ever. Whether it's your kitchen or laundry room, Byers Furniture and GE are your one-stop shop for all your appliance needs. Byers Furniture, 319 Bird Avenue in downtown Philadelphia, serving you since 1953.
Boswell Media Sports.
3 minutes, 16 seconds to play in the third quarter. And the Leake Academy girls have stretched a 10-point halftime advantage out to 16. Prep will play it in after a held ball. It should have been a travel. Bounced into Anna Jika, who's in the game now. Out high to flat guard. Prince out on her. Flat guard has found it hard to get shots. She dribbles in, passes the ball outside the arc to Duncan. Now gets it back. Angles left, hands it to Smith. She'll drive. A little stop and pop 10-foot jumper, no good. And a collision underneath. Freeney and Duncan, I think, got tangled up. Freeney will pick up her third personal. 2:55 to go. Score still 37-21. Prep put it in right of the basket. Smith, Maxey out on her. Now the dribble under the basket, out to Duncan. She'll come into the lane, kick out to Fry. Now they'll work it out to Smith. Pass to the inside, taken away by Prince, and she flings it in off the hands of Fry and out of bounds. Great defensive play by the junior Miriam Prince. 2:40 to go. Patriots will apply some full court pressure. Get them into Prince. Flat guard will guard her all the way up the floor. Just one-on-one. She'll weave back and forth, get that out to the front. Now step inside the three-point line, keep her dribble, come in, double team, work around, put it up short from 6 feet away, get the offensive board back, and the putback won't go. She leans in to control the offensive glass, but can't keep it. She'll commit the foul. Second foul on Miriam Prince, team second. Prep will come up full length. Flat guard at the top of the key. Left-hand dribble goes to Duncan in the corner. They find in the right blocks. Good seal off there, but Jika can't finish the shot, and it's taken by Katie Jones. Get it to Prince, who dribbles up left side. Jones out 3 feet behind the arc. Freeney between the circles. Says no to Miriam Prince, and hand it to her. Deep wide right. Now left-hand dribble. Minute 36, clock ticking here in the third quarter. Rebels up 16. Left elbow to Warren, shovels it back. Prince gets a little space for a three, and down it goes. Prince Oil three for Morgan Freeney, for Miriam Prince, her third of the game. 40-21. Rebels pulling away here in the third quarter. Long two missed by Smith, missed everything. Out of there with it, Prince, she's coming up quickly. Freeney, three, right wing, yes! Morgan Freeney got it. Her second. 10 points now for Freeney, under a minute to play, and it's 43-21. Rebels up 21, and there's a foul on a drive by flat guard. Prince with the hand check. Personal foul, number 3 on her. Kennedy Sanders and Tyler Reeves will check in for Prep. Flat guard gets it left corner, Duncan. She bounces down to Kennedy, who will turn in the lane. Shot left, too long. Rebound pulled down by Warren. Up to Maxey left side. Now she's cut off 10 feet away from the basket. She'll keep her dribble out on the right hand and get it out to Miriam Prince for a reset as we go into 36 seconds to play in the third. Third quarter presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. Past the interior, tipped but still controlled by Katie Jones. He tries to get it in on the right side, no good, but Prep can't control the rebound, and Leake will play it in. 26 seconds to play in the third. Into Warren, catch and shoot, mid-range 2, and there's a held ball underneath. Katie Jones and Kennedy Sanders got tied up with it right under the basket. It'll stay with the Rebels. 22 seconds to play in the quarter. Into Jones, out high to Freeney, now left side, long 3, off the heel, the rim, but right to Grace Maxey, shovels over to Freeney. Her 3 is long. Katie Jones with the offensive board, puts it up, it won't go down. It comes off the front of the rim, controlled, but now stolen. Grace Maxey with a steal at midcourt. Rebels get it, need to fling it up. 3 at the buzzer, off the glass, no good from Freeney. But what a quarter for the Rebels. They hold Prep to just 4 points, and it's 43-21, 16-4. They outscore undefeated Jackson Prep. Back in 60 with the start of the fourth quarter here on Boswell Media Sports.
Piggly Wiggly in Carthage is cheering on their Leake Rebels. When you don't have time to prepare food, they do. Give them a call and let the bakery and deli fix you up with delicious tailgate trays so you can hit the road with lots of goodies. Piggly Wiggly appreciates their hometown and wishes all players and cheerleaders a safe and successful season. If you can't make the game, Piggly Wiggly in Carthage. Go Rebels, go!
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his professional team at Carthage Veterinary Clinic appreciate their patients. They treat all animals, large and small, and handle them with top care. Not only do they provide for your sick animals, they groom and board as well. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7:30 till noon. Like them on Facebook. Carthage Veterinary Clinic, Highway 16, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
8 minutes on the clock. We start the fourth quarter. And the Lady Rebels outscored Jackson Prep 16-4 in the third quarter to take a commanding 43-21 lead. This early December matchup. Remember, we'll be on the air Friday for an audio-only broadcast down in Pelahatchie against East Rankin. Girls should start at, check my schedule here. Should start around 6 and the boys at 7. Prep will play it in to start the fourth quarter. Flat guard angles right. Gives it to Duncan. She looks inside, now dribbles left. Her pass to the corner, picked off by Maxey. Flings it up ahead to Morgan Freeney under the basket. Puts it up and gets the foul. She'll get to the line. Tyler Reeves commits the foul. Freeney has 10 points, 5 in the first half and 5 more in the third quarter. She'll shoot a pair. Gets the first one in. Stradinger and Smith into the ball game for Reeves and Fry for Prep. Leaves the second one short. Katie Jones controls the rebound. Now gets it taken away from her by flat guard. The Patriots come up the left side, trailing by 23. Flat guard drives, left hand off the glass, good. First really successful drive, maybe the second one of this ball game. Flat guard was 6. Middle of the floor, Prince, left side, Freeney. Rebels will put it on the dribble. Hand it to Prince, she'll dribble deep wide right. Out to Grace Maxey between the rings. Left side, Prince, flat guard. Out to match up on her, she drives past her, bumps Sanders, no foul called, shot missed, rebound tipped out to flat guard. She comes up hard right side. Will put up a mid-range jumper that's off the right side of the rim, no good, and Duncan will commit the foul. She comes over the back of Maxey. One foul on Duncan, team's second. 6:57 to play, Rebels 44, Jackson Prep 23. Well, how is Prep getting the ball here? Well, they call the foul on Maxey somehow. My goodness, that was terrible. But Maxey steals it in the corner. And timeout called by Maxey as she was pinned in the corner. 6:49 to play, 44-23. Rebels lead. We'll be back in 60 on Boswell Media Sports.
Achoo! Achoo!
Bless you, Mama.
Thank you.
Mama, you know that yummy medicine Moore's Pharmacy made for me? I bet they can make you some too.
Well, let me just give them a call.
Morse Pharmacy is your specialty pharmacy for compounding and compliance packaging. This makes it easier if you take several prescriptions. And be sure to download their RX Local app. This will make your wait time even shorter, if you can believe that. Morse Pharmacy, your only local independent pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, T-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Leake Academy's girls will play it in. Play it in, leading 44-23, early fourth quarter. Breaking the press, Prince and Warren. Open left corner three, Maxey rattles it in. Prince Oil three for Grace Maxey. She gets in the scoring column, and it's 47-23. Leake leads by 24. Flat guard uses up her dribble, top of the key. Goes right elbow to Fry. She can't go anywhere because of good on-ball defense by Katie Jones. Now there's a drive shot by flat guard left short, and then she commits the foul as Prince cleared the rebound. Just a little bit of frustration there from flat guard. 2 personals on her team's third. The Patriots will again apply full court pressure, trying to just get some spark. They have had a tough time offensively. In midcourt, Prince triggers to Maxey, wide open three. Why not do it again? Lather, rinse, repeat. Maxey with another Prince Oil three, and it's 50-23. Flat guard flings one up, scoop shot left side, but she draws the foul. She is about to shoot 2. See who the foul's on. Maxey guilty of the foul. She has 2. 5 team fouls on Leake, 3 on Prep. Flat guard's free throw just rims out, no good. First miss of the afternoon from the free throw line for undefeated Jackson Prep. 6:01 to play. Don't think we'll be able to say undefeated Jackson Prep much longer. Second free throw good. 7th point for the talented Andy Flatguard. 50-24, under 6 minutes to play. Rebels get it across midcourt barely, and pinned in is Freeney. Her pass taken away by Smith. Left side, bounces down to Fry, who can't get it with the right hand, but Smith gets the offensive board. Out to Stratinger. Now long three for flat guard. Miss. Left short. Rebound Maxey. And there's a reach-in foul. Put that one on Josie Duncan. Right near midcourt. Clock stops with 5:34 to play. First personal on Duncan. Rebels will play it in. Between the rings, dribbling between the legs is Prince. Deep wide right to Freeney, guarded by Fry. Trap comes out on her at midcourt. Pass goes off the leg of Smith. Smith drives it. Freeney tries to block it, but they say that she got her with the body. Crowd does not like it. Personal foul number 4 on Morgan Freeney. Team's 6th personal puts Olivia Smith at the line for the first time today. Leake leads this one comfortably, though, 50-24. Free throws from Olivia Smith, the senior. Rattles out, off the glass, and then off to the right, no good. Wilcox will step into the ball game. Freeney carrying 4 fouls comes out, but Freeney's played so well. She's got 11 points for number 11. 50-24. Second free throw is good by Smith. She has 7. Right side, Maxey looks inside now, hands it back deep wide right to Prince. She's going to put on the dribble. A lot of trapping pressure in the backcourt. She weaves through right side, puts it up, got fouled. No call, but she puts it off the window and good. Great offensive play from Prince, who has 18. 52-25. 4:48, clock ticking as the Patriots run a half-court set. Flat guard trying to get free for a shot behind the back dribble. Nearly lost it, chased it down. Now works left. Behind a Stratinger, she comes into the lane. Floater, no good. Wilcox tried to reel it in, but can't. Smith controls it left corner. Pass in the interior, knocked away by Jones. Picked up by Wilcox. Foul called on Prep as Stratinger reaches in, trying to strip the ball away from Alan K. Wilcox. Two on Stratinger. 5th team foul on the Patriots. If I'm keeping score properly here. Haven't seen it come up on the scoreboard. 4 minutes, 27 seconds to play. Long pass, knocked away from Maxey, but she runs it down. Tries to draw contact, does, but no foul. Ball ripped away from Wilcox by Fry. They go left side. She walked with a basketball, reverses, long three, misses everything, the flat guard. Now to Duncan. She tries to go inside off the feet of flat guard, but she gets it, turns around, and gets it to scoot around the rim and roll in for 2. Timeout called by Jackson Prep with 4:03 to play, and it's 52-27. Leake out in front. Full timeout. You're listening to Leake Academy basketball from Boswell Media Sports.
Time to take your shot. With the increase in COVID-19 cases due to the Delta variant, it is now more important than ever to get vaccinated. The faster we do, the sooner we can end the pandemic and return to a more normal way of life. To schedule your vaccination appointment, call Baptist Primary Care Clinic 601-267-1470 and select option 5 to make your appointment today. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
South Group Cox Agency has the best lines of coverage for your home, business, and auto, also leading the way in protecting the very essence of who you are. This time of year, identity theft is on the rise. More than 8 million households will be hit in some way this season. South Group Cox Agency prevents hackers from destroying your life with credit monitoring and data protection, even expense reimbursement to cover costs incurred while reclaiming your identity. Get peace of mind now with South Group Cox Agency, Main Street, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Final 4 minutes, 3 seconds coming up from Madden. And the Leake Academy Lady Rebels enjoy a comfortable 52-27 lead over 15-0 Jackson Prep boys game coming up after the conclusion of this one in a Wendy's postgame report. Inbound pass stolen by Fry at half court. Dish to flat guard in the lane. Left-hand runner off the glass, good. Prince commits the foul. So and one opportunity coming up for flat guard. It's 4 on Miriam. Team 7th. Flat guard with the 2 and the made free throw for 3. Kate Ferguson, junior, will check in for the first time for Jackson Prep. 52-30. We go down under 4 minutes. Prince stays in the game with 4 fouls, guarded by flat guard as she comes across the stripe. Picked up in the trap, but nice job getting through it. And looped down to Warren, who's just a little slow cutting down the lane. Pass from Prince was out ahead of her. And that's a turnover. 52-30 with 3:54 to go. Freeney back into the game. She'll give Miriam Prince a rest. Smith will roll it up, save some clock. Leake will let it roll into the front court. Now flat guard will pick it up as Freeney comes out to match up. Uses a screen from Sanders. Right side, open three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Jones for Leake. And then a collision coming up the floor. Freeney and Duncan. Duncan commits the foul. 2 on Josie Duncan. Team 6th. Prince back in. .333 left. And Coach Mike McAnally having something to say to the official there. Now it's been said. Emery Warren bounce it into the front court to Maxey. She sees an opening left side, drives underneath the rim, right side. Ball movement quickly. Out high to Prince. She steps through 2 defenders, keeps her dribble. Using up clock, 3:15, clock ticking. Rebels in control. Working the corners. Jones left corner. Steps away from a defender. Bounces to Maxey. And Rebels just draining clock. Now steal. Nearly stolen away, but Smith can't grab it before it gets on the sideline. And the Rebels will have the ball. 2:58 to play. Rebels 52, Patriots 30. Stradinger checks in for Sanders for Jackson Prep. Katie Jones, Miriam Prince, Emery Warren, Grace Maxey, and Morgan Freeney, the 5 on the floor for LA. Working against some hard pressure into the front. They come. Maxey deep wide right. Here comes left. Pass picked off. And Freeney is going to pick up a cheapie for her 5th foul and foul out of the ball game with 2:48 to play. Freeney gets a good hand. Well deserved. She fouls out with 2:48 to play, but she has played a great ball game. Finishes the afternoon with 11 points. Free throws now for Duncan. She's 4 for 4. Front end of the 1+1 missed. Rebound taken by Wilcox. Now the ball's stolen from her. It goes out of bounds. Wilcox apparently touched it last. Sanders quickly off the bench for Prep. Takes Stradinger's place. Flat guard. Catch and shoot 3. Down, that one goes for Duncan. Her first shot made from the field gives her 7. And we have timeout with 2:38 to play. Leake Academy 52, Jackson Prep 33 as Leake Academy basketball continues.
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and Dr. Steve Green at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic is a full-service animal hospital that specializes in both routine and emergency procedures such as medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic conveniently located at 900 Highway 35 South in Carthage.
Visit them online at centralmississippianimalclinic.com.
Buyers Furniture in downtown Philadelphia can make your kitchen dreams come true in 2021. Smart refrigerators, dishwashers, ranges, and microwaves make cooking easier and more fun than ever. GE makes large washer tubs and high RPM spinouts, so doing laundry with a new GE pair is faster than ever. Whether it's your kitchen or laundry room, Buyers Furniture and GE are your one-stop shop for all your appliance needs. Buyers Furniture, 319 Bird Avenue in downtown Philadelphia, serving you since 1953.
Boswell Media Sports.
Leake Academy leads it by 19 with 2 minutes, 38 seconds to go. Rebel basketball matched up man-to-man in the backcourt by the Patriots. They come in short pass, knocked away by Smith. Out of bounds. Stay with Leake. Prince put it into play. She gets it into Wilcox. Wilcox gets it up to Maxey into the front court. They find a cutting Katie Jones. Turns, doesn't even dribble, and lays it in with a right hand. Good. 8 for Katie. 54-33, 2:22 to go. Flat guard working on Prince. Running jumper 10 feet away, no good. Rebound, Wilcox. Here come the Rebels. Wilcox traveled with the basketball. She got herself in the air, but had not quite decided where she wanted to go with the ball. Prep ball. Annie Jika into the game. Maxie, Warren, Jones, Wilcox, and Prince. The Leak 5. 2:07, clock ticking. Rebels up by 21. Duncan for Prep at the top of the key. Shovels to flat guard. Left-hand dribble. Uses the screen. Now comes back middle of the floor. Over to Duncan, who's 3 off the front of the rim. Tipped up by Wilcox, but controlled by Jones. Find Duncan. She steps inside the arc for a 2 that's off the heel. No good. Warren with a rebound and a cheap reach in by flat guard for the foul. 1:44 to play. 3 on flat guard. 7th team foul on Prep, and that will send Leake to the line for the 1+1. Emery Warren. She has not been to the free throw line today. She has 11 points. Makes the first, gets the bonus. (55-33). The lead is now 23. Warren is true on the 2 free throws. Flat guard up on the dribble. 100 seconds to go. She loops it down to Sanders. Sanders double teamed. Bounces pass out high to Duncan. Left side 3. Jones off the mark, no good. Rebound Emery Warren. She'll flip it up on the left side to Prince. A reach-in foul from flat guard will send Prince to the free throw line. That's Andy Flatguard's 4th. 1:24 on the clock as it stops with Miriam Prince at the free throw line where she's 2 for 2, now 3 for 3. So her 19th point goes down the cylinder. Don't forget the boys' game be after this one. Prince a little too long in the second free throw, and Olivia Smith claims the rebound. She dribbles up herself hard left side to flat guard into the lane. Little runner, no good. Rebound Wilcox quickly sends it to Prince. Prince going full speed up the right side off the top of the window and good. Whew, that was a good shot. 21 for Miriam. And flat guard tries to answer on a dribble drive penetration on the other end. Warren reaches in, commits the foul. That's Emery's first, team's 9th. Andy Flatguard, 2 for 3 at the free throw line. Had just 4 in the first half, sends the first one down. She's got 12 now. 58 seconds remain. 2 for 2 trip to the line for Flatguard. That's 13. 59-35. Rebels lead it in the final minute. They're going to get a big win today. Just flipped ahead into the front court. Nobody there to get it. Kennedy Sanders runs it down for the Patriots. Here come the red-clad Jackson Prep girls. 2 from the left side, missed by Smith, but Sanders runs down the rebound right side. She tries to put up a difficult shot. Good on-ball defense by Jones. Warren rebound, dribble up the side, gets the foul. Olivia Smith fouls her as she had half a step on her. Probably gone in a little too far, truth be told. 19 foul on the Patriots, so both teams henceforth in the double bonus. First free throw good by Emery Warren, who's now 3 for 3. She has 14. Make that 15. 37 seconds to play. 61-35. Leake's going to get a really impressive win, a feel-good win Awkward shot missed by Flatguard. Offensive board put back, no good. Sanders now out to Flatguard, who steps back from 12 feet away and buries it. Some garbage time points there, two more for Flatguard. 61-37. Steal from Flatguard in the front court. She'll come up with under 10. Shot up, off, or bounces around. Smith with a rebound, blocked by Wilcox. She claims it, gets it to Katie Jones, and that will run it down. And boy, what a win for the Lady Rebels. And the crowd rises to their feet, showing their appreciation. 61-37, the final. Jackson Prep suffers their first loss of the season, and the Rebels really put on a show from the opening tip with some outstanding on-ball defense. Boy, was that a great one for the Rebels. We'll come back after we take a break, and we'll get you started with the Wendy's postgame report. We'll total things up. All that and more coming up as Leake Academy basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and Dr. Steve Green at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic is a full-service animal hospital that specializes in both routine and emergency procedures such as medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic conveniently located at 900 Highway 35 South in Carthage.
Visit them online at centralmississippianimalclinic.com.
Go Leake! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
Piggly Wiggly in Carthage is cheering on their Leake Rebels. When you don't have time to prepare food, they do. Give them a call and let the bakery and deli fix you up with delicious tailgate trays so you can hit the road with lots of goodies. Piggly Wiggly appreciates their hometown and wishes all players and cheerleaders a safe and successful season. If you can't make the game, Piggly Wiggly in Carthage. Go Rebels, go!
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. Our hot buttery breakfast biscuits are loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. And right now at Wendy's, they're only $1 each.
Wendy's breakfast biscuits, just $1.
So don't take a chance with those other guys. Bet your buck on a better breakfast with Wendy's bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo. Excludes honey butter chicken biscuit.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philip Palmtree back with you as we start the Wendy's postgame show. A happy one for Leake Academy. They defeat 6A Jackson Prep, previously undefeated 6A Jackson Prep, by a final of 61-37 at the Joe F. Shepard Gym in Madden. It was 13-6 at the end of the first quarter, but the game really started to tilt the Rebels' way with some outstanding defense in the second and third quarters. It was 27-17 at the break, double-digit lead that the Rebels had for most of that quarter. And then they put it away in the second quarter, 16-4. They outscore the visitors 16-4 in that third quarter to take control of this ball game and pull away and win it 61-37. The Rebels now 15-1 on the season. They've won both their district games that they've played. I'll have another one coming up on Friday that we'll bring to you. An audio-only broadcast on Cruisin' 98.3 and the Cruisin' 98 mobile app, as Leake Academy will take on East Rankin over in Pelahatchie. And then a couple of more December games, but no broadcast on those. The Rebels, girls and boys, will be playing in Grenada on December 20th at the Kirk Classic, opponent to be determined. And then a 3-day holiday tournament, December 28, 29, and 30 over in Canton. And then we'll crank things back up with the January 4 audio broadcast against Winston and over at Louisville, and then a home game complete with video and everything on Friday, January 7 as the Simpson Cougars come to town. That's a peek ahead at the schedule. Well, in looking at Leake's offensive totals, Miriam Prince leads all scorers in the ballgame with 21. The other player in double figures for L.A., Emery Warren, who had 15, 8 in the first half, 7 in the second. Miriam Prince made 4 Prince Oil threes and also 3 shots from the field, went 3 for 4 at the free throw line, and played just devastating on-ball defense on one of the best guards in the state of Mississippi, Andy Flatguard. We'll talk about her totals in just a minute. Morgan Freeney also in double figures with 11. She had a pair of threes and went 3 for 3 at the free throw line for 11 points. She fouled out with just under 3 to play. I did mention Emery Warren. She had a trio of Prince Oil threes and made 1 shot from the field and went a perfect 4 for 4 at the free throw line. Emery rebounded, did all that dirty work you expect her to do. Played an outstanding game and 15 points to go along with it. 6 for Grace Maxey. She buried 2 Prince Oil threes in the fourth quarter. 8 for Katie Jones, who really played well in the low post, rebounded well. So Alan K. Wilcox scrapped and frustrated the Prep offense. Did not get in the scoring column, though, did Wilcox. So 21 for Prince, 15 for Warren, 11 for Freeney, 8 for Jones, 6 for Maxey. And Wilcox in the lineup this afternoon as well, as Leake went 61-37. Andy Flatguard led Prep with 14 points, 7 apiece for Josie Duncan and Olivia Smith, as the Patriots fall to 15-1. Let's close the book on that. We got a girls' junior high game in earlier. The Rebels took that one in fine fashion, 52-29 over Prep. And in the boys' junior high game, it was Prep victorious over Leake, 59-48. We'll close the book on all that and get you ready for boys basketball as the two teams are out there on the floor. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll be just about ready to get you your Baptist Medical League starting lineups, and we'll take a look ahead at this ball game between Leake Academy boys and visiting Jackson Prep. Preview coming up after this break here on Boswell Media Sports.
Buyers Furniture in downtown Philadelphia can make your kitchen dreams come true in 2021. Smart refrigerators, dishwashers, ranges, and microwaves make cooking easier and more fun than ever. GE makes large washer tubs and high RPM spinouts, so doing laundry with a new GE pair is faster than ever. Whether it's your kitchen or laundry room, Buyers Furniture and GE are your one-stop shop for all your appliance needs. Buyers Furniture, 319 Bird Avenue in downtown Philadelphia, serving you since 1953.
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and Dr. Steve Green at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic is a full-service animal hospital that specializes in both routine and emergency procedures such as medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, conveniently located at 900 Highway 35 South in Carthage.
Visit them online at centralmississippianimalclinic.com.
South Group Cox Agency has the best lines of coverage for your home, business, and auto, also leading the way in protecting the very essence of who you are. This time of year, identity theft is on the rise. More than 8 million households will be hit in some way this season. South Group Cox Agency prevents hackers from destroying your life with credit monitoring and data protection, even expense reimbursement to cover costs incurred while reclaiming your identity. Get peace of mind now with South Group Cox Agency, Main Street, Carthage.
Back at the Joe F. Shepard Gym, we're about to get the boys' game underway. Leake Academy and Jackson Prep. The Leake Academy boys 4-5 through 9 games, 0-2 against district opposition. Jackson Prep in having a good season, 10-2 overall. They're led by an outstanding 5'7" point guard, Cam Brent. They've got some height, not a lot of muscle, but a lot of height in the low post. And they've been very good this year. Have the Prep boys. They've had a couple of wins over St. Joe. They suffered losses to Simpson Academy by 16, and then a loss the other night unexpected loss against Clinton Christian Academy. So that gets us ready for the League's, the Baptist Medical League starting lineups for the Patriots, who are in blue. Cam Brent at point guard, their leader, 5'7" senior. And also for Prep, Luke Segrist, junior, 6'5", 6 tall. Walker Craddock, 6'4" senior, on the front line. Lampton Moore, a 6'5" senior, forward. And then 22, Haddon McLeod at 6'2". So Brent at 5'7", Segrist at 6 tall, Craddock at 6'4", Moore at 6'5", and McLeod at 6'2" for blue-clad Jackson Prep. White numbers trimmed in white and red. Jackson Prep on the front, big white stripe down the sides of the jerseys. And now for your Leake Academy Rebels, the Baptist Medical League starting lineups for the Rebels. Cheerleaders and a whole lot of students out there also to run that line out. Jake Freeney getting the start, 5'7" sophomore. With Welch, junior, 6 tall. He was one of the state players of the week last week for his efforts. And then 34, Rhett Atkinson, 6 tall, the junior, the front line. And then 5, Aiden Watkins, the junior, 6'3". And then 14, 6 tall senior, Gavin White. So Watkins at 6'3", White at 6 tall, Welch at 6 feet, Freeney at 5'7", and Atkinson at 6 feet tall. So the Patriots, under head coach Tim Wise, they'll have a size advantage down in the low post against Leake in the home gray with navy blue numerals trimmed in red. Leake across the front. 8 minutes on the clock, ready to start the first quarter. Glad you're with us. Video available at the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. You can find a link to it at kicks96news.com and cruisin98news.com. And a thank you for everybody listening on Cruisin 98.3 FM. Christmas music interrupted for some high school basketball on Saturday afternoon. Aiden Watkins into the jump circle against Lampton Moore, and it's controlled by Prep. They'll move right to left. Put the ball in the hands of Luke Segrist. Segrist will angle right, picked up by Atkinson. They try to get in the low post, slapped away, taken away by Watkins, but he can't save it in. So he was headed out of bounds. So Prep will keep it. They'll play it far court, side court in the offensive end. The opening minute of play. They find a cut. Segrist drives the baseline, splits 2 defenders, and scores it off the window. 2-0 Patriots. First basket of the game scored by Prep. Right corner. White gives it up. Come out left wing to Welch. Welch on the right-hand dribble will try to put it in, try to send it up. Blocked by Segrist. And the Rebels will turn it over. Phil Shepard wanted a little explanation there. Prep will bring it up. Brent has Freeney waiting for him at midcourt. They dish it right corner to Moore. Over to Craddock. He'll give it back. Moore, long arm, swings it back out. Right side, open 3. Left short, but the rebound run down by Craddock, and he dishes to Moore. Moore lets a defender pass by, puts it in with 2 hands softly off the glass from 4 feet away. 4-0 Prep. And Welch, crossover dribble, uses a screen from White. Comes right side, now will back it out. Put it into the blocks to Watkins. Watkins turn around, shot partially blocked. Taken by Haddon McLeod of Prep. To Brent. Brent knifes into the lane, goes up strong to the rim and puts it in. That's the slasher that Cam Brent is. Atkinson can't go anywhere with it. Comes back out to Freeney. Freeney will use a screen. Dribble left, reverse it, right side. Gavin White, contested 3. Buries it. That's a Prince Oil 3 that puts Leake on the board. Gavin White makes it 6-3, 2 minutes in. And the drive from Brent goes left side. Foul committed by White. Cam Brent will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. He is so quick on that first step. Prep will put nobody on the free throw line. On the lane, that is, along the lane. Brent misses the first one. Cam Brent already has 2 points last possession. He drove down the right side of the lane and scored it. Makes the second of 2 for 3 points. 7-3 Prep. Full court pressure, and the ball's thrown away. As White wanted Atkinson, but they didn't quite get on the same page. Prep will play it in. Segrist will come over. McLeod. McLeod sends it out deep to Segrist, picked up by Atkinson. One dribble, bounce pass to Craddock. Craddock with White on him. Now we'll put it on the dribble. Back it, spin left, get between 2 defenders. Ball won't come off the rim, or comes off the rim and out of bounds. Last touch by Prep. 5:44 to go. Rebels trail by 4. First quarter of action. First quarter of our game. Presented by Performance Therapy. Leake can't control it on the left side. Ball taken away from Aiden Watkins. Here come the Patriots to Brent. Reverses right to left over to Segrist. He's cut off on the baseline. Double team. Finds a teammate. Shot block taken away. Good steal there by Whit Welch. Quickly up the right side. He'll stop behind the three-point line. Let a defender pass. Puts it up a little bit too long. Then horseshoes out. Rebound claimed by Moore for Prep. 5:02 to play first quarter. Jackson Prep 7, Leake Academy 3. And then a nice cut to the basket. Rebels went to sleep defensively. Give McLeod the 2 off the assist from Segrist. 9-3. In the front court, Jake Freeney dribbles along the left boundary to Welch. Out at Watkins, over to Atkinson. He gives it up quickly to Freeney. Freeney comes around a screen, will launch a tough 3 that misses everything and out of bounds. Team rebound for the Patriots. LA trails 9-3. Segrist, deep wide right, over to McLeod. They work it to Lampton Moore, who feeds it down low to a nice cutting teammate, McLeod, who gets his second basket of the game, 11-3. Prep extends some three-quarter court pressure. Freeney, though, will knife through, get it in, dish it to Watkins, who will go down, get physical, and get some room to score it. Good no call down there with some contact. Aiden Watkins with his first 2 makes it 11-5, 3:54, clock ticking. Crossover move, long 3, missed by Brent. Watkins had it, but then taken away by McLeod. But Leake out of there with it. Fouled from behind on a 3-point attempt is Rhett Atkinson, and he'll get to shoot some free throws. Hopefully 3 if both his feet were behind the line. Foul pinned on Walker Craddock, his first, team's first. So free throws for Atkinson. First one way off left. Clock stopped with 3 minutes, 42 seconds to go first quarter. The official bounces it back to Atkinson. Puts up second free throw of 2. Misses that one. Rebound Segrist for the Patriots. He'll bring it up the middle of the floor himself. Put a move on Atkinson, trying to bounce it down, but it's knocked out. Brett working it around the perimeter as they've got Wayne Saya in the game. 3 from the right wing missed by Moore. Rebound to the Rebels. And then an awkward 3 left short by Welch. No good. Rebound Segrist in the paint. Weave down the floor. Put in with a left hand. In and good by Wayne Shea, who's in the game, 6'1", senior forward. Wayne Shea with the 2. 13-5, under 3 to play first quarter. Jake Freeney, left-hand dribble into the front court, dishes to Welch out near the sideline. He'll put it into play with the right hand. Go to Freeney, right side. He gives it up to Welch. Welch with Segrist on him. Over to Watkins. White for a three that's off the left side of the rim. Rebound Brent. He sends it up quickly for a put-in from the baseline from Moore for two. Timeout on the floor, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Prep leads LA 15-5 as Leake Academy basketball continues.
You bought lumber and you're ready to start digging post holes for that new fence, but not so fast. Do you know where your underground utilities are located? Central Electric Power Association urges you to call 811 for a free marking of underground electric lines and other utilities. Making the call before you dig can prevent a serious or fatal injury, plus it's the law in Mississippi. And please work safely around power lines. Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Leake puts it into play. Late first quarter, down by 10. Working against some three-quarter court pressure is Whit Welch. Over to Freeney, left side, Brent guarding him. Cut off on the baseline, sends it back out to Welch. Welch will step in, now step back, use a white screen. Go right side. Three from Atkinson. Got it! Red Atkinson with a three in the first quarter to cut the lead down to 7. Rebel threes presented by Prince Oil. Cam Brent out high to Craddock. To Brent, who tried to bounce it down, but just saved in bounds, but flipped over to Freeney. He'll come up right side. Give it to Watkins, who's got some space down the lane and puts it in softly with the left hand. 4 for Aiden Watkins. Timeout. Jackson Prep with 1:40 to play. We'll also take this 30 as well with Prep leading by 5 with 1:40 to play first quarter.
You bought lumber and you're ready to start digging post holes for that new fence, but not so fast. Do you know where your underground utilities are located? Central Electric Power Association urges you to call 811 for a free marking of underground electric lines and other utilities. Making the call before you dig can prevent a serious or fatal injury, plus it's the law in Mississippi. And please work safely around power lines. Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Boswell Media Sports.
Jackson Prep plays it in, leading by 5. 90 seconds to play first quarter. And the ball game now, Sam Stogner cut off by Watkins. Gets it to Brent for a mid-range jumper, right side, good. Quick release from Brent, makes it 17-10 Patriots. Watkins, right side in the offensive half court, sends it back out high. Welch tried to put it in down low, and it's controlled by Watkins and put in an awkward angle underneath. Good composure there by Watkins, makes it 12-7. Brent on the dribble, comes inside the line, dishes back out to Josh Poe, who's in the game. He puts a fall-away jumper up from 15 feet out. No good. Rebound, Gavin White for Leake. Under 50 to play. Freeney to Atkinson on the right wing. Now out to Gavin White. He dribbles once, sends it to Freeney. Freeney comes around a screen to the top of the key. Atkinson nearly fumbles it away, gets it over to Welch, left side. Reverses deep to Freeney. 30 seconds to play in the quarter. There's no shot clock to contend with. Gavin White in the low blocks. Left side leaves it for Watkins, whose shot falls well short, and Prep will control it on the baseline. Brent will let traffic pass and bring it up on the dribble right side. Picked up by Freeney in the front court. Down in the blocks. Intended for Craddock, but out of bounds. Last touch by Welch of Prep. John Camp Wise into the ball game, and Lampton Moore back in for Prep. 9.2 seconds to play in the quarter. Saya in the corner, 3 off the front of the rim, missed by Poe. Rebels out of there with it with Freeney. He'll launch one quickly at the buzzer, and it'll horseshoe out. Saya pulls down the rebound for Prep. And we played one quarter, and it's 17-12. Leake trails Jackson Prep back in 60 seconds here on Boswell Media Sports.
Sometimes life gets a little rough, and when it does, Performance Therapy is focused on highly individualized care. Owner Dan Young says no two people respond the same way to any form of treatment or intervention. No injury is the same, and no single treatment works across the board. Their therapists help people regain their physical function and mobility. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, stroke, orthopedic surgery, or you're suffering from chronic neck or back pain, they can help. Performance Therapy. Philadelphia, Carthage, Canton, Brandon, Gluckstadt, McGee, Florence, Raymond, Pelahatchie, and Wiggins.
State championship number 21.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel up with those who share your passion for community and Leake Academy Rebel basketball.
Nothing but net. Junction 3.
For over 60 years, Junction and Prince Oil has been fueling Central Mississippi and champions like the Leake Academy Rebels. Drive like a champion with locations in Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Newton, Scuba, Ridgeland, Louisville, and Union. Put some Junction in your next function with their catering too.
Nothing but net. Junction 3.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions.
Boswell Media Sports.
Start of the second quarter from the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. Jackson Prep leads Leake Academy in boys basketball 17-12. Leake with a basketball. Freeney dribbling between the circles. Goes right, weaves back left over to Welch. Welch uses a screen. Comes out high, has a little space in the lane, puts up a shot. Affected awkwardly there by Stogner, who comes out of there with it, but the pass into the front court nearly taken away. Saya saves it for Prep. Here come the Patriots. 3, right side, missed by Stogner, but a rebound on the offensive glass for Lampton Moore. They feed it down to Stogner. He turns right side, 6 feet away, misses, no good, tipped out of bounds, and Stogner touched it last. Be a team rebound for the Rebels, trailing by 5 early second quarter. Appreciate Performance Therapy bringing you the first quarter of tonight's ball game. Right corner, Atkinson guarded by Saya. Can't make any progress in terms of penetration, and his pass out to the perimeter. Knocked away, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rebels. Into Freeney, left-hand dribble. Passes through a double team. Quick release 3 from the left corner by Atkinson, left short. Rebound for Poe. Long pass ahead. John Camp Wise, who's in the game, had it knocked away from him from behind by Red Atkinson. Gavin White come out of the ball game now. Seth Alford will see his first action today. Patriots play it in. Poe on the dribble, out between the circles. Whit Welch giving him a little space. Left side. Now quick cut in the lane. Moore nearly walked with it. Turn around. Quick turnaround shot missed from 6 feet away. No good. Tipped out, but it'll stay with Prep. 6:47 to go. Prep leading 17-12. Saya up near the free throw line. Stogner, nice feed down low to Wise, whose reverse won't go. Rebound taken by Aiden Watkins into the hands of Freeney. He'll handle it right side. Go up against taller opponents. Off the glass, comes off the front of the rim, no good. Reach in foul committed. Put that one on Welch, his first, team's second. 6:31 to play second quarter. Still 17-12. We've been stuck on that a while. Sub coming in, Lucas Thomas for Leake Academy. Aiden Watkins will get a blow. Saya out of the ball game for Prep, and looks like Luke Segrist back in. Segrist will bring it across the LA logo and come into the front court. Up left high. Now pass to Wise. Try to go to Stogner down low. He's double teamed, but a whistle. Looks like Leake commits the foul. 2 now on Whit Welch. Be the team's third personals. Second on Whit. Stogner comes out of the ball game. Looks like Cole Rutledge seeing some action for Preps. Down the lane goes Segrist. Goes up high and eases it over the front of the rim for a nice looking 2. 19-12. First points played almost 2 minutes of the second quarter. Long three, Welch, too long, taken on the offside by Segrist. He lets traffic get past, gets free from Lucas Thomas, now comes up left side, picked up Freeney. Wise in the corner, left open, 3 ball, off the heel, no good. Rebound controlled by Alford for Leake. To Welch, right wing. Atkinson gives it up to Freeney. Come around an Alford screen, left side, give it up in the corner, quick release 3. Left short by Welch. Rebound. Alford on offensively, but the pass out high to Atkinson just skids off his hand. Thomas reached for it. Then it went off his hand, then off Atkinson's hand, and then over to the scorer's table out of bounds. So LA will turn it over, trailing 7 points. 5:23 to play first half. Now high, Cole Rutledge, guarded by Alford, gives it to Segrist. He's going to penetrate, cut off. Right side, gets it back. 2 feet behind the arc. He gets the 3 to go down. First 3 for Prep. Makes it 22-12. Lead out in double digits now for the Patriots. Leake looking to answer. Welch out away from the basket. Right hand dribble to Atkinson. Picked up by Segrist. Work it around the perimeter. Atkinson with it. Cut off, turns around, tries a tough 3, skids off the left side of the rim, taken by John Camp Wise of the Patriots, and his lead pass up ahead knocked out is out of bounds. Segrist says one of the Rebels touched it, but the official who made the call is not sure. Now the officials want to bring it together and talk about it. Clock stop with 4:39 to play. Jackson Prep 22, Leake Academy 12. And it looks like they're going to overturn the initial call. It will be Prep basketball, much to the dismay of the home crowd. Segrist plays it in on the offensive end. Wise open for 3. He's going to drive. Cut off by Alford. Goes up left side. A lot of contact down there, and I think Lucas Thomas commits the foul. First personal on Lucas. Team's 4th. Free throws coming up for John Camp Wise. Misses the first free throw. Off to the left, Cam Brent coming off the bench to replace Josh Poe for Prep. Alford, Welch, Atkinson, Thomas, and Freeney on the court for LA. Second free throw good for Wise. 23-12. Prep will sag back into some half-court defense here. Freeney walks it into the front court across the stripe. Angles left. Uses up his dribble. Now parking lot 3. High rebound coming off the miss. Saved by Welch. But Segrist scoops it up. Comes up left side. Working on Atkinson. Switches left to right hand. Miss. Put back no good by Moore. And the Rebels get the rebound and a reach-in foul committed. Perhaps Cam Brent commits the foul. His first and the team's second. Gavin White and Aiden Watkins return to the ball game for LA and replace Alford and Thomas. Atkinson coming out as well as Charlie Brantley checks into the ball game for the first time as we go under 4:10 to play. Prep 23, Leake 12. Pass Freeney in the interior, picked off, out ahead, running out ahead with it is Brent, who lays it in with a right hand. 7 for Cam Brent. Prep's up 25-12. Leake has yet to score in this second quarter, and a whistle, the ball's in the corner, and like Welch may have shuffled his feet. So Prep basketball. Prep in with a sub. Walker Craddock back into the game, checking in for Cole Rutledge. 3 minutes, 47 seconds to go. Leake starting to get further and further behind. Brent, front court, picked up by Freeney, goes to Segrist, who left-hand dribble, dish in the corner. Now the drive. 12-footer, no good, missed on the offside by Price Perkins, who's in the game. And Leake gets the rebound, but reach-in foul committed by Prep's William Laird, who just came in. Laird's first, team's third. Rebel basketball trailing by 13. Under 3:20 to play as Brantley uses up his dribble out away from the basket over to Welch. Welch right-hand dribble, uses a screen from White. Ball nearly poked away by Segrist. Welch still working, dishes it in the corner to Brantley, who gets chucked there with a shoulder by Perkins for Prep. First personal for Price Perkins. Both teams with 14 fouls. Inbound comes from the right corner, out to Welch. He'll use a White screen. Now step back, loop it into Watkins behind the three-point line. He'll come to the middle of the floor, give it to Freeney, who lines up a three, misses it. Long rebound claimed by Craddock for the Patriots to Brent. Brent moving up the floor quickly to Segrist. Left corner, three, too long. Rebound, Watkins for L.A. Brantley on the right wing. Welch calling for it left corner. They bounce it in the low post to Watkins, who backs in, can't get it to go, but the rebound controlled by Charlie Brantley on the offside. Now to Welch, 3 feet behind the arc. It's off a screen, dishes to Watkins out away from the basket. He's going to bull his way in, put it up too strong off the glass, but get the offensive board. Loses it on the putback, gets it back, goes up, and he'll get to the free throw line. That's some hard work from Aiden Watkins. Put the foul on Laird, who has 2 now. Clock stops with 2:11 to play before halftime. Remember to stay with us for the Buyers Furniture halftime report. Talk about this game, and we'll look back at the girls' game as well, as Watkins leaves the first free throw short. They got 6 points in the first quarter. Rebels have gone nearly 6 minutes here in this quarter without a point. Misses the second one. Craddock clears the board for Prep. Now Brent on the dribble, picked up by Freeney, uses it up between the circles. Stogner in the ball game. He's cut off by a double team left side to Brent. Brent behind the back dribble. Moves in, leaves it for William Walker, who shot left short. Rebound Watkins. And L.A. will play it up with 1:48 to play. Quick release three, rattles in, good! Prince Oil, 3 for Whit Welch, his first of the night. And the scoring drought is broken with about 1:40 to play in the half, 25-15. Cam Brent out near midcourt. Left middle, pass over. Shot from the wing, missed by Walker. Rebound Watkins for for L.A. Charlie Brantley right side, dribbles once, sends it on the left, deep wide left. Gets it back, 3 from the right wing, misses everything, but there with the offensive rebound and the putback is Gavin White, who's got 5. The deficit down in double digits as we go under 1 minute, 25-17. Rebels trail. Brent stops inside the three-point line and buries one. 8 for Cam Brent. No, make that 9, 27-17. 46 seconds to play in the quarter. Brantley right side, left-hand dribble once, out into the free throw line. Bodies collide, 3 from Welch. Goes in and out, no good. Rebound Prep quickly up the other side. Brent walked with it, but no call, and he gets to lay it up, flip it up with the right hand, good. Cam Brent using that speed. Timeout call with 27 seconds to go, and Prep leading 29-17. Back after this timeout as Leake Academy basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
Piggly Wiggly in Carthage is cheering on their Leake Rebels. When you don't have time to prepare food, they do. Give them a call and let the bakery and deli fix you up with delicious tailgate trays so you can hit the road with lots of goodies. Piggly Wiggly appreciates their hometown and wishes all players and cheerleaders a safe and successful season. If you can't make the game, Piggly Wiggly in Carthage. Go, Rebels, go!
Back out of the timeout with 27 seconds to play. Rebels expect they play for the final shot of the half here. Down 12. Working the offensive end. Freeney left corner to Welch. Dribbles over near the free throw line, backs it out behind the arc, goes in the blocks on the right to Gavin White. Turnaround, left hand hook, no good. Rebound, Poe for Prep. Ball loose now in the middle of the floor. Under 5 seconds, bodies crashing in. Gavin White out with it to Charlie Brantley. Weaving between defenders, but can't get a clear look at the goal, and the clock will expire. Score at the half, Jackson Prep 29, and your Leake Academy Rebels 17, as the Rebels are outscored 12-5 in the second quarter. Time to start the Byers Furniture halftime report, and we'll get it right to you after we take this break here on Boswell Media Sports.
South Group Cox Agency has the best lines of coverage for your home, business, and auto, also leading the way in protecting the very essence of who you are. This time of year, identity theft is on the rise. More than 8 million households will be hit in some way this season. South Group Cox Agency prevents hackers from destroying your life with credit monitoring and data protection, even expense reimbursement to cover costs incurred while reclaiming your identity. Get peace of mind now with South Group Cox Agency, Main Street, Carthage.
State championship number 21.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions. As you travel to the game, shop and fuel up with those who share your passion for community and Leake Academy Rebel basketball.
Nothing but net, Junction 3.
For over 60 years, Junction and Prince Oil has been fueling Central Mississippi and champions like the Leake Academy Rebels. Drive like a champion with locations in Carthage, Philadelphia, Oxford, Newton, Scuba, Ridgeland, Louisville, and Union. Put some Junction in your next function with their catering too.
Nothing but net, Junction 3.
Junction and Prince Oil, the fuel of champions.
You bought lumber and you're ready to start digging post holes for that new fence, but not so fast. Do you know where your underground utilities are located? Central Electric Power Association urges you to call 811 for a free marking of underground electric lines and other utilities. Making the call before you dig can prevent a serious or fatal injury, plus it's the law in Mississippi. And please work safely around power lines. Central Electric Power Association, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. Our hot buttery breakfast biscuits are loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. And right now at Wendy's, they're only $1 each.
Wendy's breakfast biscuits, just $1.
So don't take a chance with those other guys. Bet your buck on a better breakfast with Wendy's bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo. Excludes honey butter chicken biscuit.
Byers Furniture in downtown Philadelphia can make your kitchen dreams come true in 2021. Smart refrigerators, dishwashers, ranges, and microwaves make cooking easier and more fun than ever. GE makes large washer tubs and high RPM spinouts, so doing laundry with a new GE pair is faster than ever. Whether it's your kitchen or laundry room, Byers Furniture and GE are your one-stop shop for all your appliance needs. Byers Furniture, 319 Bird Avenue in downtown Philadelphia, serving you since 1953.
Boswell Media Sports.
Welcome to the Byers Furniture halftime report from the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. If you're watching on the video, you are seeing tomorrow's Terrors go through their paces under the supervision of head coach Amanda Hatch. And here's the drill everybody likes, that between the legs dribble. Hope you're enjoying the video broadcast, live streaming at Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. Link available to it at cruisin98news.com and kicks96news.com. We appreciate our studio engineer, Billy Steen, keeping us going over the air from Boswell Media Sports Studios, and also appreciate John Crosby, who's working the action cam with me today. I'm Philip Palmertree. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making Leake Academy basketball part of your Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Look at the Tomorrow's Terrors do their thing with those ball handling drills. Give you a summary of what's happened here today as the Jackson Prep Patriots have come to town. We've had junior high games. In the opening game, the Rebels junior high girls thumped Jackson Prep 52-29 in the girls junior high game. Boys game, Prep won that one, the junior high action 59-48. And then in the headline ball game of this afternoon, the Patriots of Jackson Prep, the girls came in, varsity squad, 15-0 in the year, but Leake Academy, too much for them. winning 61-37, a 24-point victory for Coach Hatch's squad to improve to 15-1 on the year and hand Prep their first loss at 15-1. Miriam Prince led all scorers with 21, including 4 Prince Oil threes, 15 for Emery Warren, 11 for Morgan Freeney, 8 for Katie Jones, and 6 for Grace Maxey, as Leake gets the impressive win over Prep. Of course, we're at halftime of the boys' game, and Leake trails Jackson Prep at the break 29-17. Leake just could not get points in that second quarter. They were outscored 12-5, and a 5-point deficit quickly became a 12-point disadvantage going into the locker room. Leading scorer for Leake in the first half was Aiden Watkins, who made 3 shots from the field, went 0 for 2 from the free throw line for 6 points. 5 for Gavin White, who had a Prince Oil 3 and a 2 made from the field for 5 points. And then 3 each for Whit Welch and for Red Atkinson in that half. They each made a tray ball in the first half. Seth Alford, Charlie Brantley, Lucas Thomas, Jake Freeney all played in the ball game in the first half but didn't get into the scoring column. So Watkins with 6, White with 5, Welch and Atkinson with 3 for Leake's 17. For Jackson Prep, their outstanding point guard Cam Brent leading all scorers in the ball games with 11. He had 5 shots made from the field and went 1 out of 2 at the charity stripe for his 11. 7 for Luke Seacrest, who made a 3 and a pair of 2s. Then 4 apiece for Haddon McLeod and Lampton Moore, both pair first quarter field goals for them. 2 for Wayne Saya off a made basket, and John Camp Wise went 1 for 2 from the free throw line for his 1 point. William Laird, Sam Stogner, Josh Poe, Cole Rutledge, William Walker, and Price Perkins all played in the first half. In fact, everybody on that Prep roster played in the first half. And they have an all senior and junior roster. So that's a great advantage for them to have, and they all saw action. They lead 29-17. We'll take one more break to wrap up the Buyers Furniture halftime report, and when we come back, we'll get your third quarter started as Leake Academy basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
Get top dollar for your timber and the least possible damage to your property with Welch Forest Products in Union. Professionals in forestry care, management, and cutting. Welch Forest Products provide final harvesting, pine plantation thinning, and site preparation and care. They buy land with or without timber. Welch Forest Products. Call Bo Welch at 601-774-8200. Welch Forest Products in Union.
Timber! Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. Our hot buttery breakfast biscuits are loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. And right now at Wendy's, they're only $1 each.
Wendy's breakfast biscuits, just $1.
So don't take a chance with those other guys. Bet your buck on a better breakfast with Wendy's bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo. Excludes honey butter chicken biscuit.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philip Palmertree with you at the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. We start the third quarter. Leake Academy trails 10-2. Jackson Prep 29-17. It will be Patriots ball to start the half. They'll have on the floor, the Patriots will have Lampton Moore, Josh Poe, Haddon McLeod, Wayne Saya, Sam Stogner start the ball game. It'll be the starting 5 for Leake Academy. Red Atkinson, Gavin White, Jake Freeney, Whit Welch, and Aiden Watkins. Whit Welch, the only Rebel with 2 fouls in the first half, and William Laird carrying 2 for Prep. Missed 3 from Prep's Haddon McLeod, but rebound there for Leake. They'll bring it right to left, right near us here as we broadcast this ball game from the corner. Nice look down low to Gavin White, whose shot from point-blank range won't go. Rebound controlled by Wayne Saya for Prep. Here they come up the floor. Quick pass, 3, misses everything from the left side by Stogner, but Saya gets the rebound. His pass up high, stolen by Freeney. He goes into the lane against a taller Poe, can't get the shot to go down. Offensive board, putback missed Atkinson. And then Poe out of there with it for Prep, and he may have gone it over and back. He double dribbles the ball. Mid-court, good job by Gavin White getting out there on him. First minute of the second half, LA ball possession trailing by a dozen. Atkinson deep on the right wing, dribbles out high, cut off by Stogner. Goes to Welch. Little angle right side behind the arc. Use up his dribble. Send it out to Watkins. Now to Freeney. Passes to Atkinson. High arcing three missed from the right wing. Rebound Poe. He'll let everybody move on down to the other end. Send it to McLeod, who will drive. Dish it to Moore. Now kick out right corner three. Skids off the offside, but Leake can't control the defensive rebound, and foul committed as Lampton Moore was about to go back up with it for the putback. Then on Gavin White. He's committed 2 personals. Saya will inbound it for the Patriots, leading by 12. Nobody's scored so far in the second half, and we're about a minute and a half deep. McLeod dribbling in, collision in the lane, shot missed, rebound Watkins, ahead to Freeney, right side, Atkinson, mid-range jumper, good, he's got it. Good looking shot from Rhett. The first points of the half, 29-19. Rebels down 10. I believe the largest margin has been 13. Hampton Moore along the free throw line, goes left side to Stogner. Now he'll reverse it. McLeod's shot from the right side bounces all around the rim and finally goes down the cylinder good. And it should be 31-19. Deep on the left wing is Welch. He reverses to Atkinson, goes in, right elbow cut off there. Goes to Freeney. Freeney, mid-range jumper, right side, off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, Freeney. Now leaves it out for a three for Atkinson, who just nicks the front of the rim. And Moore gets the rebound off one bounce. Here comes Jackson Prep into the offensive end, leading by 11, 5:23. Clock ticking third quarter. Third quarter presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. 3 left short, but offensive rebound put back true by Lampton Moore, who has 6. Prep up 33-19. Welch on the left side. Parking lot 3. Got it! Prince Oil 3. Second for Whit Welch. Cuts the lead down to 11, 33-22. Stogner on the right wing, picked up by Gavin White out from the basket. Over to Moore, dribbles left hand, turns, spins, fall away from 12 feet away, no good. Rebound claimed by Gavin White for LA. Freeney will go right side, now back it out behind the arc, use up his dribble, give it to White. Stogner out on him. Dishes it back. Welch comes free up high. Working against Saya. Going right side, crossover dribble, step back, long 2. Comes off the right side of the rim, right into the hands of Josh Poe for Prep. They have the ball and an 11-point lead. Saya left side, going baseline, going hard to the rack and putting it in. Saya scores it. Timeout, Coach Phil Shepard with 4:07 to play. Rebels down 35-22, back in 60 as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Piggly Wiggly in Carthage is cheering on their Leake Rebels. When you don't have time to prepare food, they do. Give them a call and let the bakery and deli fix you up with delicious tailgate trays so you can hit the road with lots of goodies. Piggly Wiggly appreciates their hometown and wishes all players and cheerleaders a safe and successful season. If you can't make the game, Piggly Wiggly in Carthage. Go Rebels, go!
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his professional team at Carthage Veterinary Clinic appreciate their patients. They treat all animals, large and small, and handle them with top care. Not only do they provide for your sick animals, they groom and board as well. Open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7:30 till noon. Like them on Facebook. Carthage Veterinary Clinic, Highway 16, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Third quarter presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. 4 minutes, 7 seconds to go in that third quarter. Leake will bring it up, trailing 35-22 against 10-2 Jackson Prep. Red Atkinson right side, stops in front of the three-point line, gives it to Freeney. Freeney will Work it left side, get free off a screen for a three that's missed off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Walker Craddock for Prep. Patriots bring it up into the front court. Segrist dishes left side, three left short by Moore. Craddock trying to control it, going to the floor to save it as Watkins flips it over to Gavin White, and LA will have it. 3.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Leake will work an offensive set here. Freeney dribbles, switches right hand to left, good penetration, drive and finish. First two for Freeney makes it 35-24. On the other end, an answer from Brent. He dribbles, drives, penetrates, and finishes. 37-24. Freeney working on Brent. Goes right to left. They go in the paint to Watkins. Triple team. Gets it out for a three that's off the side of the rim. No good. Missed by Freeney. Rebound Saya for Prep. Segrist goes in the baseline. Now out to the top of the key. Saya gives it to Cam Brent. Brent with Freeney out on him between the rings. Goes left side. Segrist has a look from three, but won't take it. Prep will work patiently around the perimeter. Top of the key. Brent off a screen. Three. Missed. Welch cleans the glass for LA. Right side to Atkinson. Cut off immediately. Gets it back out to Welch. Welch with Segrist out on him. Comes to the left elbow. Watkins dribbles in, and Cam Brent tried to pick his pocket, but officials call a reach in. Maybe not much of a foul there as some smiles exchanged between Brent and one of the officials who did not blow the whistle. 37-24. Alford and Brantley come into the game for Leake Academy. They'll give Welch and White a break. Into Alford, triple teamed. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Atkinson with it, turn around from 14 feet away, missed. Coming over the back with a foul. Good position down there by Seth Alford. And a much taller Lampton Moore was boxed out, but went up high over the back, committed the foul. First personal, team second. 2 minutes, 8 seconds to go third quarter. LA trailing 13. They keep the ball. Left wing. Watkins to Atkinson. He'll dribble once, cut off by two defenders. Now to Watkins. He'll fake the three and wait for Freeney to come around, get it. Now he'll dribble left side, and Craddock swats the drive and shot out of off the end line between the cheerleaders. LA plays it right baseline. Inbound to Watkins. Over to Freeney, who'll come out with a left-hand dribble. Look at a three, but give it to Atkinson. Now over to Brantley. Dishes back to Atkinson. Calls for Alford out away from the basket. 90 seconds to play third quarter. Rebels down 13. Trying to get a quality shot. The ball stolen. Taken by Say. Out ahead on a run out for a left-hand lay-in for Luke Segrist, who's got 9 in the ball game. Quickly down the other end. Freeney passes up a three. Exchanges passes with Brantley. Dribbles out to the middle of the floor. He works deep wide left. Brent out on him. Gets a screen, comes around baseline. Tough shot, good. Baseline jumper. That was a pretty one for Jake Freeney, who's got 4. 39-26, under a minute to play in the quarter. Segrist, top of the key, goes into the paint. Spins left, leaves it for Moore, who goes underneath. Reverse won't go. Craddock gets the offensive board and flips it up with the left hand from 5 feet out, and good. Craddock's first points, 41-26. Under 35 seconds to play in the quarter. Rebels getting guarded way out on the perimeter. So Prep, the pocket pick there. Here comes Brent the other way, and he'll get out ahead of the defense and lay it in with the left hand. He's got 15. It's 43-26. Leake in the front court now with 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. Presented by Piggly Wiggly of Carthage. Three, left side, left a little short from Freeney. Rebound to Segrist. He'll get a chance to put it in before the buzzer, but he gets fouled with about 2 seconds to play. Saddled with a foul is Aiden Watkins. 2 shots coming up for Segrist. Junior Luke Segrist has 9. Has not been to the free throw line today. He'll try to extend a 17-point lead for his team. Misses the first one. Left it a little bit long. Whit Welch checks into the game for Red Atkinson. Final 2 seconds of the third quarter. Second free throw, got it. 1 out of 2 for Segrist. Got 9, and shot up right at the buzzer. Would not have counted from Charlie Brantley. And it's 44-26, 18-point advantage for Jackson Prep over Leake after 3 quarters. We'll step aside and come back with the start of the fourth quarter. You're listening to Leake Academy Boys Basketball on Boswell Media Sports.
Achoo! Achoo!
Bless you, Mama.
Thank you.
Mama, you know that yummy medicine Moore's Pharmacy made for me? I bet they can make you some too.
Well, let me just give them a call.
Morse Pharmacy is your specialty pharmacy for compounding and compliance packaging. This makes it easier if you take several prescriptions. And be sure to download their RX Local app. This will make your wait time even shorter, if you can believe that. Morse Pharmacy, your only local independent pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
If you want to get the best in sportswear and gear, check out In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, offers screen printing with personalized jerseys, t-shirts, and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports also has customizable vinyl gear for spring sports like baseball and softball, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Get ready for this sports season with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Fourth quarter starting from the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. 5 on the floor for L.A. Lucas Thomas, Whit Welch, Gavin White, Jake Freeney, and Charlie Brantley. As Jackson Prep leads this one 44-26. Backing in is Gavin White. Quick turnaround flip from 9 feet out, no good. Offside rebound, Wayne Saya for the Patriots. He'll dribble up against some pressure, left corner. Then they reverse it to Segrist, right side, gives it up to Brent. Now they work it around nicely for an open look for Saya, and he sends down a 3. First tray for Wayne Saya. Makes it 47-26, largest lead of the evening for Prep. Brantley gets it to Thomas, leaves it on a bounce for Freeney, uses a White screen, and gives it to White. Rebels work it around left side. 3 from the corner, missed by Freeney. Rebound Brent on the baseline. He'll spin against Freeney, but good job by Freeney staying out in front of him. Now he drives to the rack. And a Rebel reached in and fouled him. Let's see who that's on. I think it's going to be Freeney, yes. First personal, team's third. 7:01 to play. Prep 47, Leake 26. Into Segrist, into the paint. Good position there, but shot missed by Craddock. Gets the offensive rebound, puts it back, gets fouled. He'll get to the line after the foul. Gavin White, personal foul number 3. Count the 2 for Craddock, and a chance for an old-timey three-point play. 49-26 chance for Prep to hit 50. 6:55 to play. Rebel girls team won their match with Prep. Free throw missed. Rebound goes to Charlie Brantley. He'll let traffic slide on by and get it to Freeney, who comes left side on an angle. Gets in the corner. Welch fakes a 3. John Parker Wise out on him. John Camp Wise, excuse me. There's a free throw line jumper. Nice looking shot. In and good for Whit Welch. 8 for Whit. 49-28. Rebels down 21. Segrist will walk it up into the front court. Saya feeds Craddock, working on Gavin White. Turnaround off the top of the square and good. Good patience in the low post from Craddock. 51-28. Freeney right side. Goes in, backs it back out. 3 from Gavin White. Clunks off the heel of the rim, back of the iron, rebound Prep. Under 6 minutes to go. Saya left open for three, goes in and out. Good defensive rebound for Gavin White. Takes it away from two different Prep players. Leake into the front court. Left wing three on the way. Welch, his shot won't go down. Saya with the glass work on the offside. Prep will walk it up. Leading 51-28. Segrist dribbles, kick out, right side. Now left open, Wise, three, top, no good. Rims out, comes back right to Gavin White, who secures the rebound. Freeney right side to Brantley. Rebels working on offense. White fakes three, now step back. High arcing three, and boom, Prince Oil three for Gavin White. Second for him. 51-31, under 5 minutes to play. Saya on the left wing for Prep as Patriots can afford to be patient. Right corner to McLeod. High to Craddock. Again, McLeod cutting in the lane. Nice job getting open. Whit Welch came in and made sure he didn't get a good shot off. Third personal on Whit. Free throws ahead for Haddon McLeod, who has 6 points today. He'll launch the first one. Get it, goes in, nearly drops off, but then drops back in. 52-31. Substitutes in for Prep, William Laird and Cole Rutledge. Second free throw rattles in. Prep up 53-31. Just 4.5 minutes left in this one. Gavin White, top of the key, picked up by Rutledge. And they kick out, left wing three. Boom, that's good for Jake Freeney, his first trifecta of the night. 53-34. That was getting some shots to go down here in the fourth quarter. Couldn't get them to go down in the second quarter when they really fell behind. Wise on a drive, splits defenders, shot no good, tipped out, taken by Charlie Brantley at the free throw line. He'll come to Lucas Thomas. He'll give it up to White, left open three, off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound Laird for Prep. And time called as Cole Rutledge was down on the floor at the other end. Now that Prep secures the ball, the officials will call timeout in his behalf. He'll have to come out, I think. Bryce Perkins at the scorer's table. He'll replace Luke Segrist. 3 minutes, 53 seconds to go. Jackson Prep 53, Leake Academy 34 in the boys game that wraps up a busy day of basketball in Madden. Pass to the right wing. Tipped out of bounds by Whit Welch. Quick hands out there. Stay with Prep. Wise sends it into Perkins. He'll put it on the right-hand dribble. Go in. Dish down low to Rutledge. Rutledge cut off by a double team. Flip out for a three that's missed off to the right by Wise. Rebound Brantley for the Rebels. And a long three off the front of the rim, missed by Freeney. Rebound McLeod for Prep. Right side, Wise drives in on White. Foul committed. Basket no good though. That's 4 now on Gavin White. Team 6th. 3:16 to play. A pair of free throws for John Kemp Wise, whose only point today has come from the free throw line in the first half. He rolls the first one around and it won't go. He's 1 out of 3. Rebels trail by 19 with 3 minutes, 16 seconds to play. Second free throw in. 54-34. Lead at 20. Leake on the offensive half court. Whit Welch, left wing. Now between the circles to White. Now to Freeney, who's going to drive, put up a runner from the baseline. That's good from 8 feet away. 9 second half points. Steal, assist from Freeney over to Welch for 2. Good looking ball handling and finish by Witt, who's now in double figures with 10, 54-38. Prep, left corner, William Walker passes up the shot. They go into the paint to Rutledge, whose turnaround shot from 10 feet away goes down the chute. Bucket for Walker, under 2.5 to play. Whit Welch out in front of his bench, reverses right side. Brantley has to run down the pass before it goes out on the right sideline. Now he flips it to Freeney, who gets fouled attempting the 3. Shot nearly went down. He got Price Perkins extended out on him, and Perkins fouled him as he attempted the 3. So 3 shots coming up for sophomore Jake Freeney. Nine for Jake. All in the second half. Make it 10 now. First free throw in and good. Clock stops with 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Second free throw bounces all around the iron and comes off. Subs coming in for LA. Benjamin Jackson, Sam Evans, Talon McCall, and Jackson Freeney. Join Jake Freeney on the floor. Third free throw good. 2 out of 3 on the trip for Jake. 56-40. Now Jack Harkins will come into the game and replace Jake Freeney with 2:15 to play. Coming up left side on the dribble is Price Perkins. He'll go down to Rutledge. Strong move to the hoop. Shot near, partially blocked, claimed by Benjamin Jackson. Here comes Leake. Second team working. Over on the left wing, McCall bounces the ball right side to Harkins. Now off a screen comes Jack Harkins. Left side, double team, looking for an open teammate. Finds Jackson. Back out to Harkins. Harkins will do a head fake, come left elbow, get it out to Jackson Freeney. Now top of the key, 3 from Jackson, no good. Rebound, Prep's Wise. 90 seconds to play. Rebels down 16. Prep driving baseline. Shot by Rutledge. Taken away. Good D there by Jackson. 3 on the way from Harkins, and he gets it. Prince Oil 3 for Jack Harkins. And it's 56-43. Rebels with 1:05 to play. Driving baseline is Wise. Foul committed. Basket good. Trip to the free throw line ahead. I think Jackson committed the foul. Give Wise the 2. Give him a chance to make it 3 at the free throw line as Gabriel Quick comes into the ball game, replaces Talon McCall. And the free throw attempt negated by a lane violation, so no attempt there for Wise. 59-43, final minute of the game. Harkins behind the arc will decide to launch it. 3 comes high off the back of the rim. Picked up by Poe. Here come Patriots. Poe will pick up, let things pass. Ball stolen by Harkins in front of the Prep bench. He'll come up left side. Thought he got fouled, but can't go anywhere with the ball. Prep will steal the pass and an easy lead up the other side for William Walker for 2. Timeout, or at least time for a sub called as McCall will come back into the game. He'll replace Jackson. 35 seconds to go. Prep leading 61-43 over LA. Rebels will bring it in for the final 30 seconds. Harkins finds McCall left side. He'll go into the corner, dish it down for a tough shot on the outside made by Sam Evans. Evans with 2. 61-45. Under 12 seconds to play. Poe sends it over to Perkins. Prep's going to dribble it out, and they're going to have a 61-45 victory over your Leake Academy Rebels. Leake now 4-6 on the season. Prep improves to 11-2. We'll take a break and come back with the Wendy's postgame report. We'll sum up the day here at the gym. Back after this break with more Leake Academy basketball.
When it comes to the health and well-being of your four-legged family members, you need to trust veterinary experience that you'll find with Dr. Ryan Anderson and Dr. Steve Green at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic is a full-service animal hospital that specializes in both routine and emergency procedures such as medical, surgical, dental, and grooming. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic conveniently located at 900 Highway 35 South in Carthage.
Visit them online at centralmississippianimalclinic.com.
Go Leak! Supporting all of our Rebels and Rebelettes this basketball season until the very end. We are so proud of you all and the heart you play with. Good sportsmanship and integrity on and off the court is to be recognized, and we are behind you all the way. Let's go LA! Schedule an appointment with us at 601-656-3366. 601-656-3366. Good luck from Craig and Amy Martin and all the crew at Craig Martin General Dentistry, Philadelphia.
Piggly Wiggly in Carthage is cheering on their Leake Rebels. When you don't have time to prepare food, they do. Give them a call and let the bakery and deli fix you up with delicious tailgate trays so you can hit the road with lots of goodies. Piggly Wiggly appreciates their hometown and wishes all players and cheerleaders a safe and successful season. If you can't make the game, Piggly Wiggly in Carthage. Go Rebels, go!
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. Our hot buttery breakfast biscuits are loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. And right now at Wendy's, they're only $1 each.
Wendy's breakfast biscuits, just $1.
So don't take a chance with those other guys. Bet your buck on a better breakfast with Wendy's bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo. Excludes honey butter chicken biscuit.
Boswell Media Sports.
We wrap things up at the Joe F. Shepard Gymnasium as Leake Academy boys drop a 61-45 ball game to a very good Jackson Prep squad. Prep improves to 11-2. Leake is now 4-6 and 0-2 against district opponents. Next ball game coming up for Leake will be on the 17th, and we'll bring that to you next Friday. Audio-only broadcast from Pelahatchie against East Rankin. Girls and boys will start right around 6 o'clock. That broadcast on Cruisin' 98.3 and the Cruisin' 98 mobile app, and we'll have the audio stream at cruisin98news.com. Take a quick look back at this basketball game, and then we'll sum everything up for you. 5-point ball game after one quarter, but Prep really got this one by the throat in the second quarter as they outscored Leake 12-5, take a 29-17 advantage into the locker room, and then they led by as many as 23 in the ball game, but good job by the second team guys coming in and making some shots and getting it down to 16 for the final margin, 61-45. Here's how the offensive point production looks like on the Leake side. Jake Freeney, the leading scorer for LA with 11, all of them in the second half. He had a Prince Oil 3 and 3 twos and went 2 out of 3 at the free throw line. Whit Welch got into double figures with a couple of threes and a couple of twos for 10 points. Gavin White had 8 off a pair of threes and a 2. 6 for Aiden Watkins. He made 3 shots from the field all in the first quarter and went over 2 at the free throw line. 5 points for Brad Atkinson off Prince Oil 3 and a 2. And then 3 for Jack Harkins on a fourth quarter 3 and 2 off a fourth quarter basket for junior Sam Evans. Lucas Thomas, Gabriel Quick, Benjamin Jackson, Talon McCall, Charlie Brantley, Seth Alford, Jackson Freeney all appeared in the ball game and didn't score. So 11 for Jake Freeney, 10 for Welch, 6 for Watkins, 8 for White, 5 for Atkinson, 3 for Harkins, and 2 for Evans. That's the scoring for Leake Academy in the 61-45 loss. For Prep, 2 players in double figures. Their slick point guard, Cam Brent, had 11 points in the first half, added a couple of baskets in the third quarter to finish the evening with 15. Luke Segrist had 7 in the first half, 3 more in the third to finish with 10, and then Haddon McLeod with 8 as Prep improves to 11-2, and that's the last time Prep will appear on the schedule for LA girls or boys during the regular season. Some things up today. We started things off with a girls game in junior high play. Lady Rebels win that one over Prep, 52-29. Impressive win for the girls. Junior high boys lost a 59-48 decision to the Patriots. And then the headliner game, your Lady Rebels defeat Jackson Prep, previously unbeaten Jackson Prep, 61-37. Dominant performance, 21 from Miriam Prince, 15 from Emery Warren, and 11 from Morgan Freeney to lead the way for the 15-1 Leake girls. And good day for the ladies, but not so much for the young men. But we'll be back at it on Friday in district play against East Rankin. The Rebels girls and boys will be playing some holiday action December 20 in a ball game at Kirk, opponent to be determined, and then 28, 29, 30 of December games at the Canton Holiday Tournament. We won't be broadcasting those games. We'll be back for broadcast on January 4 with the district game in Louisville against Winston. Next time we're back in the Joe F. Shepherd Gym will be Friday, January 7th for a video broadcast against Simpson. And we'll get started around 5 o'clock for the girls and boys game to follow. So good day, basketball, debut of 2021-22 Leake Academy basketball. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks to Billy Steen and John Crosby for their work as studio engineer and camera operator, and our producers, BMO and Breck Riley. Appreciate them. We appreciate Lisa doing the hard sales work, Laura keeping everything together and doing more for these broadcasts than probably anyone realizes. Appreciate that whole team. Thanks to our sponsors, and thanks to you for listening. If you don't listen, none of this matters. For all of them, I'm Philip Palmertree saying thank you for listening, and we'll see you again on Friday for more Leake Academy Rebel basketball. Until then, wishing you grace and peace till we meet again. Good night.